Konnichiwa, everybody. Konnichiwa. I don't know, I just felt like being up here for... Oh, today we're just gonna be upside down. Don't worry about it, chat. We're just upside down today. If you're on your mobile, go ahead and flip your phone. And it'll be like nothing's changed. Casey, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Lady. Hello, everybody. I can see you from this side, right? Are you guys here? No, you guys are this side, right? Yeah, this way. You're still on the same side, so it's weird. Like, I know I flipped upside down, but like, I still look at the same part of the screen to like read chat. So like, if I look over here, I'm off to the side. But if I look over here, yeah. Still right side up, yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh, Greedy, thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's nothing special. It's just I wanted to be upside down for a little bit. Can we get some hearts in chat for Greedy and the gifted memberships? Thank you, thank you. Chat, I hope you're all having a good day today. Wait, I'm tired, chat. I'm like really tired. Again, okay. I went to bed. Thank you so much for the super chat. First time super chatting. What's life like being the same boxing weight as a Maytag washer and dryer cup? Thank you for the super chat. It is tiring at times. Like, it's hard to scratch my back. Like, I need someone to like massage my back, I guess. Like, I need someone to like massage my back for me. It's hard to reach that far, I think. Let me try reaching. I can almost like get to like the small of my back and then like ride my finger up my spine, but then it like stops right between the shoulder blades, like just around where my neck would start. Nathan Okwedi, thank you for re-upping it. The membership. Shinri in North Elysium, real. The back scratcher. Oh my gosh. Chat, I've been like, okay, I've been trying to like increase my grip strength recently. So I have like a gripper. Marsha, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Upside down Shinri. Konnichiwa. Thank you. Okwedi. So, Okwedi. The pond is upside down. Thank you for re-upping the membership. Yeah, a grip straight, like one of those hand grippers, yes. So right now I can close 100 pounds. I've been trying to get up to 120. Because there's no 110. It goes from 100 to 120. And I'm trying to like, I've been increasing it, but like, because I've been using it a lot, my forearms get like really sore. And I was trying to massage myself. So like, the way that I was taught to massage is to like use your knuckles. For what? For more strength? I want to be able to, like, I don't know, something involving grip. I don't know, whatever. It's like, it's supposed to be healthy for you, right? Are we talking dumbbells? No. Those grip, you know the like the metal grip things? Yeah, the crush things. Upside down Zatsu Canyons. John, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Okwedi. The gamer grip, right? Yeah, it's the one with the little 2 prongs on it. So I have the one that's 100 pounds right now. You can hear me closing at the moment. The other one is 120 that I have right now. They're like really tough metal. Like, here, let me see if this works. Like, sound warning, this is metal pieces on metal. It's gonna be loud for a little bit. Can you hear this like that? Yeah, they're like pretty heavy. Aluminum, no, I think they are steel. Ashinati, thank you so much for the super chat. First super chat, thank you. Wasn't having a good day until now. I hope your day continues to improve. It's crap, but yeah, I know, like, I have these things with sound. Some sounds like hurt my ears a lot more than other sounds. Zama-sama, thank you so much for the super chat. Australia Shinri moment, not clickbait. Real and true. Yeah, these are like, I'm pretty sure they're steel. Let me just go. You're just old. Ouch. What is it made out of? Let me see. Material. They are made of proprietary. The grips are aircraft grade aluminum handles apparently, but the actual gripper part, the torsion spring, is made of wait, steel? Is it steel? Iron? They say it's a proprietary material, but I'm pretty sure it's some kind of an alloy. Let us steel. But yeah, they're pretty heavy. But I've been trying to like improve my grip on them. I've been like working very hard. It's so close, like I can hear, like I'm squeezing right now, and it's like, oh, let's see. It is like very close. It's like maybe a centimeter away. It is like a centimeter away from being able to. I'm like a centimeter away from being able to close it. Jojo, thank you so much for the super. Are you practicing the crack nuts with your hands? No, I'm lazy. I just use a hammer or a nutcracker. I'm too much effort. But yeah, it's like a couple of centimeters away from fully closing. Like it's almost right there, but I've been like working on improving that. Handshake training. A hammer, yeah. So you get like a walnut, and then you like place it onto a towel or like some kind of a napkin, and then you whack it. You whack it with the hammer, and then it breaks. Hazibin Okoiri, thank you for re-upping the membership. Hush me. Oh my gosh. My hands are too small for the grippers, but I accidentally gained grip strength from those foam stress balls. Those work too, yeah. You can get like denser foam grip balls that are like, they're designed primarily for like there's like the really soft squishy ones that are like really fluffy. They're like basically like pillows. There's those for like general stress relief, right? And then like a step above that is like physical therapy. I don't know what they're called, grip trainers, but they're like a lot denser. They're like denser stress balls, and they're useful for like strengthening your forearm muscles after like say an injury. Thank you for the super chat. 2 questions. What are you planning to squeeze that requires 120 pounds? Why do your eyes have 2 pupils, or am I just crazy? That's the trick of the light. It's all the better to see you with. Thank you for the super chat, great. Thank you. Mizu, thank you for re-upping the membership. Okoidi, 2 a.m. here, having trouble sleep. Having trouble eating, so I get to your eepiness. Thank you for kind of cozy. Zatsu, get some eat, please. I will try. Thank you for re-upping the membership. I don't really know. Like, I guess, but like it's mostly just for the sake of like grip training. I don't know. I have like no ulterior motive or purpose for why I want to grip train. Like I can already do most things. Oh, like what I want to start doing is I want to like start like farmer carries with like increasingly large and heavier weights. The one thing I do want to work on is like grocery bag shopping. I want that. Like okay, here's the thing. If I like do any kind of exercise, I want it to be practical, and I want like I want to be able to carry like a whole trip worth of grocery bags in a single go. Like that's what I want, you know? And those are basically farmer's carries, you know? But like they're like not uniform. They're all like weirdly shaped, so the center of mass is like wibbly. So you have to kind of like be able to balance yourself. So like that kind of stuff. You know, I want it to be like practical. Love phone sounds. Thank you for the super chat. Do you give the best hugs in all of Elysium? No, it's Hakka. Hakka gives the best hugs. and then up next after Hakka is Magni, but then Magni cheats because he has all those arms. I would say like maybe the fourth best hugs. Thank you so much for the super chat for bringing the hug quiz. Got it. And Amege, thank you so much for the super or re-upping the membership. So Shimi can squeeze apples for Kois who want to have some apple juice. And like, or we can just cut the apples and then like toss them into the pond. Okay, wait, there's two things I want to talk about. There's two things. One, my ears are super sensitive to like the S sound. I don't know why, but I found this out because I was driving and on the radio, I was listening to, I think it was like some talk show, some podcast, but then like it was a low enough volume that I could only hear the murmuring, right? The S, yeah, I think it's specifically called Sibilance, which I think is really funny when the name has like the multiple things. You know how like lisp is really difficult for people to say with lisps? And then like I forget what the long word is, but there's like a word that's like the fear of long words, and it itself is a long word. But things like that. The sibilance of the S sounds it hurts my eyes. Or yes, I listen with my eyeballs. No, it hurts my earballs. I don't know why, because it's the one sound that my ears can pick up very easily. Doesn't really matter like what it is, I can hear it and it stands out. It's because like I'll be driving and commuting and then just out of nowhere like I'll hear like that it'd be the only sound of all the words that stick out, and my ear is just like it hurts. So like I know there are people out there with like a distaste for some sounds. For me it's the S sound. I don't like the S sound. Yeah, my earballs, even when it's low, especially when it's low, because every other sound is just a mumble and just a murmur, but the S stands out very much. Yeah, like every S is getting my ears. Yeah, I'll try to avoid mentioning that sound because it's like very like piercing, I would say. Even if you whisper in the theater, the S sounds are going to be pretty loud. Exactly. Misophonia? Isn't that one the dislike of mouth sounds, like chewing sounds? Or is that something else? I forget. I can't listen to ASMR eating. I can't do it. I can listen to like ASMR with like people talking to you. Like I really love people like just talking. It's very calming. By the way, chat, why does everyone have like amazing voices? But like food ASMR, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Like, wait, I can't. It's weird. I think it's because I grew up in a family where like my father would eat with his mouth open. So it's like I was raised to like when you eat food, you chew with your mouth closed. You know, you put the food in your mouth, chew, and then you swallow. But no, I had a father who would eat with his mouth open, and he would talk. He would talk too. So he would talk with his mouth open, just constantly chewing and smacking and then like saying things. And if you talk with your mouth open, not only is it really frustrating for me because I hear you saying things and not only can I not understand what you're saying because you have obstruction in your mouth, but you also have that annoying smacking noise. And that's, I can't do it. I can't do it. And ever since then, like listening to mukbang, ASMR, I can't do it. I know some people do, but I can't. The only exception is animals. I love animal mukbang ASMR. Probably some lecture or boomer story. Right, exactly. The food spits out sometimes too, and it just flies everywhere. But the only one that I can really enjoy, like that with gum, no. You gotta chew with your mouth closed. You have to be. Tell them to swallow the food first before they talk. Yeah. Fancy, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. So your promo video, MomoCon, super excited to see you voice of the con. I cannot wait. I've actually never been, so it'll be my first time appearing at MomoCon as well. I'm pestering Altair and Axel will be like, I don't know what to do. This is my first con appearance. I hope it's fun though. I hope it is fun. Amalini, Okoiri, welcome back to the collective. Thank you for re-upping the membership. Rocking that gold badge. Let's go. Maybe do ASMR that doesn't involve eating. I can do ASMR that involves like animals. I love animal ASMR. There is this one very strange TikTok. Have I told this story before? I don't know if I have. I've been saying like a lot of stories that like seem to blend into each other. Okay, so basically, let me tell the premise of the story. There's a TikTok account out there that has this very weird empty room with, you see a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do. That's like half my stuff in Zatsu. I don't know which stories I've told and which stories I haven't. But there is a TikTok out there where it is a camera in a weird dark room made of concrete. And it's featureless, right? It's only lit up in the front part where the camera is, and then the back, like the walls are like dark. You can't see the textures and the fabric and stuff outside. But there's always this one TikTok where this it's always a lady's hand, it's always a woman's hand, brings out a bowl of like very, very expensive cuts of food, of meat. You know, things like chicken hearts and like goose neck and duck wings and all this stuff, right? And it's like very like an enormous amount of food, and it's very like fresh too. You can see it very fresh, right? And then they'll feed it to like 1 or 2 cats, and it'll just be this 1 or 2 cat just in front of this bowl of expensive meat cuts that just eats away at it. And there's nothing else, right? It sounds ominous, right? Because there's nothing else. You go through, you're like, oh, this is really cute, right? It's like a little cat. They're eating the meat and it's adorable, right? But then you go into their page and you scroll through the TikTok and you realize like they have about 40 different cats, and they're repeating this over and over and over again. Like they're taking this cat, they're putting it in a concrete room with one light, bringing it up to this little plate with some food, and then just filming the cat. It's so wild. 40, yeah, because you can count them because it's a different cat each time. But it's always just some kind of weird dark room with no features, and like there's not even carpet, it's concrete. Like you can look on the ground and it's like, all right, I can see where the bubbles are, you know? And it's like a room specifically designed only for cat eats food ASMR. And it's just that. And it's wild because they do this constantly, you know? Because you see them and you're like, they're posting maybe four times a day. And it's just cats eating meat, ASMR, over and over again. And it's like, where do you find this much food? Where do you get all this? Where's the money coming from? Like, how are you able to afford 12 goosenecks in a week to feed all these cats? Right? How do they afford all of that? I'm just thinking to myself, like, what are they doing? Why do they have a room specifically designed for this? And why are there, like, no, like, features, you know? Shelter cats? No, it's not a shelter cat. It's like, I don't know what they are, but it's just a cat in a weird featureless room. The thing is, it's lit so you can only see like the concrete floor and the area where they bring out the bowl. But then you can't see the background. There is no background. It's all pitch black. It's in the back rooms. Someone rich and weird. They have like a very specific niche and they want to do it. It's like an art project for them. 40 cats. I know the bill goes crazy there, right? Conspiracy theories. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of a conspiracy theory. Because here's the thing. It used to start with people doing like genuine animal eating ASMR. As in, they will have their pets and they'll eat and then they'll be like really cute, right? In the same way that, chat, do you guys remember? Like the people who would go out into the wilderness and build things? There's that one guy who got really popular saying things like, oh, I built this shack out in the woods using only primitive techniques and no machinery, right? Things like that. That got very popular, but then like 4 or 5 months later, like about almost half a year later, right? A dozen other channels came out. Like a dozen channels, and they all do the same thing. Like, we built this gigantic pool in a single day, and like it's really wild. Like I know it started as like this person's passion project. Like they genuinely did it, right? And then all the ones that come afterwards are fakes and copies. And the ones that like use machinery and they pretend and they like use like video editing stuff and all that, right? You see watch videos of dudes making dirt structures. Exactly. Like there used to be people who did it genuinely, like actual people who like went through the trouble to show you how things are really done. And then people who come and copy that, and then they fake it by using like heavy machinery, right? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. There was someone out there filming ASMR with their cats. And they were doing genuine ASMR with cats, right? And then someone saw that and was like, oh, I can copy that. And what they do is they get 40 cats and they bring them to this like concrete room that's completely devoid of any furniture. There's nothing, there's just a single light. And they're like, we're gonna just recreate that over and over and over again. They got chlorinated hot pools out there, right? The copy and paste and use the algorithm to their advantage. Exactly. Most of them are left abandoned now. Yeah, I saw the video about that. Like someone tried to go through like the forests and find them, and then they like found the desolate ruins of whatever's left over. All the fake copycats, yeah. They're all abandoned. The majority of them are abandoned. They're only used for YouTube video clicks, and then that's it. At least the cats got food, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, they're eating good. They're eating better than I am. Just the sound of a water filter bubbling and splash of food. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. I should go that. Wait, there's a mukbang YouTuber who is rumored to have been killed and someone is impersonating them, where they were kidnapped and forced to eat. I remember that one. She's the one who was like, there was a, I think it was an Expo, a curator who did that. So basically there's this one YouTuber mukbang channel where the lady, she's blindfolded, I think. She has like a eye mask on. And she eats a exorbitant amount of specifically seafood, and it's only seafood, like octopus, crabs, fish, you know, all this stuff, right? Something people noticed was that in a few of like the video started pretty safe and pretty normally, and then at some point people started noticing little bruises on her arm, like on her forearm and her wrist. And people were like, what's going on, right? And then in the title, sorry, not the title, the subtitles that would be included in the video, certain letters would stand out a little bit. So, you know, the letters HELP would be capitalized in the subtitles compared to all the other words. And for like a moment, it was very strange because there was no way that, you know, this person was just creating this and having fun, right? But no, like weird stuff were happening, like the appearance of the bruises, the awkward, like emptiness of the room that she was eating all that food in. Was it an ARG? I think it was an ARG. Maybe? I'm sure it must have been. People took it and went on a little bit of a spree. I never really know. I don't remember what happened to it because it didn't follow. Julie B. Okoiri, thanks to you and the quiz last time, I was able to get the project manager's job at an interview for. Congratulations! Let's go! Koi Panyan's getting those wins. Nice! Congrats! I hope the job is exciting for you. The table seemed shaken by someone else. Yeah! Oh, and there was like a few times when she was eating food and then she rested one of her hands on a bowl of like soy sauce, and then she started tapping out in Morse code like, help me. We as in like the general internet community don't know if it was real or anything, but like, or if it was like a very elaborate ploy, but it was really interesting to see that happen during when it was coming up. Scary, yeah. I remember when she supposedly lost her tooth. Who knows Morse code? And then you heard a voice in the background, right? It was weird. I don't know what happened to it. I want to follow up on it. I haven't had the time to. Can you mouth pop in Morse code? It'd be very difficult to make the dashes. You can go like you can make little pops for the dots. I don't know if you can do a dash. Because how would you differentiate the difference between a dash and a pause? Internet is such a dark place sometimes. This is kind of why I really enjoy like spooky ARGs. Remember they saw her at an escape room with friends shortly after the conspiracy? She's definitely okay. Ah, that's cute. Okay. Maybe it was just like acting for like the role, you know. That's fine. That's always cool. But like this is why I really enjoy ARGs, because they let you explore in relative safety some really eerie things about the internet, you know? Like when the internet is like really scary, you come across some like photos of what looks like people to be kidnapped, right? And you're like, oh, are these real photos of people being kidnapped? Do they need our help? And then it turns out it's just a really complex ARG that people are having fun with, and the actors are there, and you're like, you get to see the backstory of how they put all the scenes together. Like, I really enjoy that because you get to experience those eerie moments, you know, in safety, because it's just fun. It's entertainment at that point, you know? I like eerie things too, yeah. Don't go to the dark website, it will give you nightmares. I want to go experience. I remember seeing a picture a long time ago on the internet. What was it called? Like the iceberg. It was a picture of an iceberg and it had like little floors. Thank you for the super chat. If you're looking for a creepy game with lore, I recommend checking out Oxenfree. It's fully voiced and the sequel is releasing this summer. Ooh. We'll have to look into that. Thank you, cousin. There's a bunch of games I need to finish, but I will take a look into that. The internet depth meme? Yeah. The iceberg memes, right? And then like the lower and lower you go into the iceberg, the more darker and more obscure the things are. I remember seeing one of those a long time ago, like 2014, and I wanted to go find because I was like super curious. You ever go down creepy Wikipedia rabbit holes? No, not Wikipedia. I go specifically for like creepypasta and stuff. Wendigo did one for conspiracy theories. Is it really true the dark web stub? Okay, so like the dark web exists, but like you have to understand what dark web describes. The way that I know it's not like the dark web or like, you know, some weird shady alleyway with like people there like being super sus and like, oh, I'm gonna steal your identity, and like, it's not like that. It just refers to the portion of the internet that's not readily accessible to like the world. Like Speaks, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Can we get some hearts in chat for the memberships? Thank you. Love to see the hearts. Where was I? Oh yeah, like, so the dark web isn't like the shady underbelly of the world. It's just like a portion of the internet, like information that is not like connected to the internet, that you can't like Google search, you know? Discord is dark web properly, technically. I have a thing about Discord that I'm just like, I don't know, I like Discord, but at the same time, it's like, there's so much cool stuff that happens on Discord that we'll never be able to find because it's impossible to search. I'm just so like, bleh, you know? Like, do you know what Discord feels like to me? Discord feels like DMs on forums where you're like, I have a problem with like this thing, you know, I can't troubleshoot this problem. Can you help me out, right? And then someone's like, oh, let me DM you the solution to that. You know, that's what it's like. That's what Discord is like. There is so much conversation out there. There's so much really amazing discourse on Discord right now that we'll never be able to see. Think about it. Like, there's no service out there. For example, like the archive websites or like the Wayback Machine, right? If you see something really cool on the internet, you can go and make a copy of that. You can archive it to have some kind of a reference to be like, hey, this used to be a really cool website that had these amazing stories, that had all these amazing people that you can go back and visit in the archive, right? But there's no such archive for Discord anymore. Or I don't think there ever was to begin with, right? So a lot of the conversations, a lot of the stories, a lot of the networking, the friends, the arguments, all the messy part that happens with human-to-human communication that happens on Discord, we'll never see that. And there's no way to search for it either because there just is no archive ever, Rami Land, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Reddit is the forums you search info and Discord's just talking, right? Think about all the conversations that you have when you're just talking that you will never be able to get back to, Do you really want all your Discord DMs archived for the world to see? To be fair, they do have that archive somewhere on their servers. It's just not easily accessible. Arguably, that could be a good thing. Like, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad that none of my MySpace stuff and none of my Zanga stuff exists anymore. Like, all the silly things I did with my Yahoo email account and username, like, none of that exists. It's gone. There was no archive services back then. All that's... AIM chat rooms weren't archived, exactly. See, like, but what if I wanted to? What if maybe I'm like 85 years old, I'm on my bed and just like, oh, my life, I want to go revisit my childhood, and then I can go open up a website and then go back to, the good old days when I was a cringe, chuny 12-year-old on Zanga talking about how, they took, these so-and-so friends over to the field trip and I didn't go. I don't know what I did. I don't remember. Were you ever on Gaia Online? I played it a little bit and then I thought it was pay to play or like pay to win, or the customization. I couldn't afford any of it, so I just didn't. I stopped playing. It's tough to grow up, right? Cringe shooting. Dying of cringe. Ooh. Gaia Online, yeah. Miss Chubby Bunny, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Hello. Are you about to experience a new type of back in my day? Back when we had to use our minds to relive childhood? No, not that. I'm just thinking, like, imagine all the stuff that we have now that we won't be able to see. Like, for example, I think one of the slightly sobering thought. One of the slightly sobering thoughts is that at some point, there will be more dead YouTube channels than there are people alive. Let's assume that YouTube continues on in perpetuity, right? At some point, there will be more channels made by people who have passed on than there will be people who are currently alive. I remember talking about this. I remember like mentioning this with my friends, specifically for Facebook. Like, at some point, there will be more empty Facebook accounts from people who have passed than there will be people who actually exist, like alive. Unless YouTube dies, yes, then everything goes, and then we'll never have this archive ever again, and millions and millions of hours of videos will have disappeared, and we'll lose a big chunk of human history. What I like about YouTube is that they don't purge old videos, and you can view the very first YouTube video still up on the server. Yeah. Every now and then I'll go back and like review some old stuff. I don't know, like, what was the oldest video that I can like try to find on YouTube? I think it was this old man who lived out in the woods who built rubber band crossbows from like 2006, 2004? I forget. A long time ago. But like, there are videos you can go there and just find, Like, who knows how long the original, like how many more views the original Rickroll video will get in the future. The zoo one? I have not seen the zoo one actually. Imagine seeing a YouTube video of your great ancestor, like, hey, like, grandchildren, gather around, let me show you my debut video from 2023. And they're like, Dad, no, they're like, Grandpa, yeah, we're tired, we don't want to see your old stuff. Oh, it would be weird just thinking about that. Literally the first video, I've never seen it actually. YouTube kind of deletes channels, or they don't delete it though. They don't delete it. They just hide it away in the search algorithm, so you can't really search for it. But then again, YouTube is actually very difficult to search for things. Like, imagine how many millions of hours right now that someone is going up there and uploading for, like, I don't know, like maybe it's their child's 3rd birthday, right? And they just recorded a video of it, and they're like, you know what? I want to save this video so I can send it over to, like, Aunt Sharon, who lives, you know, in, I don't know, Scotland, you know? And just, like, be able to share the video of, like, little Timmy's 3rd birthday, right? Imagine how many people are having their birthdays, having them filmed, and having that video uploaded to YouTube, but you'll never see it, you know? Because it's not part of the algorithm. It's just a very convenient way for people to share videos. And a lot of it is not meant to be consumed. It's just there to be like a reminder, like a family thing, you know? Like in Timmy. So think about that. There's so many things out there that we'll never be able to see. And if YouTube goes, all of it's gone. And who knows? How will you ever find your own memories or like go through your memories again, you know? Can't even find your own video when searching title word for word. Yeah, this is why you have to use very specific keywords and description phrasing in order to get that information out there. It's a personal time capsule, yeah. I would do that. This is Sparta remixes. Oh, I remember those. At least some of the bad things on YouTube will be gone. Baby and Friday. The fact that you know about those two, I think, is a testament to how much they will forever survive. That's why I kind of miss old photo albums and camcorders. I think I do have like a camcorder somewhere. I want to get one of those. Remind me of the pain of having a phone die on you and you didn't save years of pictures anywhere else. No. This is that's kind of the reason why I like Google Photos, I think. I used to never use those. Like Google Photos, one other wait. I'm thinking about what was it, Picasso? Was it Picasso? It was like super old. Yeah, there's a couple of like places where you can like automatically upload your photos. I used to never use those. I was always wary about, yeah, cloud syncing your photos. Liquor, oh my god. Liquor? I hardly even know her. No, sorry. Oh no, I used to be like super wary about using those. Because I was like, oh, like, data privacy and like my personal stuff, right? But ever since I had a scare where I almost lost all of my high school photos, I decided to just use those. So like I have all of my like personal photos up there on Google Photos right now. It's all categorized by month. It's weird. I don't know how they do it, but it's all by month. And like if there are location data, it'll have that. But now I can go back and be like, oh, you know, I want to look back on my old high school days, you know? Runtia, hello, thank you so much for re-upping the membership, Okoiri. I had to use it for school and deleted it afterwards. I think for me, like I don't have anything to hide, you know? I'm not like some secret agent with like classified photos, you know? I'm just some guy. And I want to show off pictures of my old high school days, you know? So it's all over there. Was a photo bucket a thing? Yeah. I used photo bucket when when Friendster was still alive. Oh my gosh. I do not want to remember my high school days. No, you have to. It's part of you. It's part of the journey that took you to where you are now. I remember there was like a thing about like a trend about like watching, like talking to your younger self, and there was like a whole bunch of people who were like, yeah, I hate my younger self. I wish I was never like that. I was so cringe when I was younger. And then I'm just thinking to myself, like, what would happen if he heard that? You know? Like, if he heard you say that about him back then, like how much that would hurt. We were all cringe. Exactly, right? So, like, I don't know, you gotta embrace it. It's part of who you are, part of the journey that you took and all that. I want to ask my younger self what they were cooking. Same. I kind of wish I had that again. The freedom to just kind of do whatever. Bro, I'm 30 and I'm still cringe. Same here. Same here. Don't kill the cringe, kill the part of you that cringes, right? We cringe when we are free. It's so sad hearing that. I always like to think present me is the younger me that I always like to think that present me is the person younger me needed. Aww. That's really sweet. That's such a sweet way to say it. Yeah. My younger self is cool. You still like just passing by your high school this year? I don't live anywhere near where my high school is. Where was my high school? Like, oh no, it was off on an island near Zenokuri. No, that's a long way away. No, I don't have a chance. Oh, what I did do, that reminds me. What I did do is I have a friend who did not go with me to high school, but went with me to college, Ronan College. And I got drunk one night, and we went back and we shared Google Maps images of our high schools, and it was lucky enough that some of the pictures would like show off the sides of like the building walls that I would be sitting down on, and I'd be like, hey, look, come over here, let me show you. And I'd like screen share on Discord, right? And like walk through Google Maps, and then I would be like, oh, right over there against that wall, like my friends and I would always sit down there and eat lunch. And that little broken locker stand over there is where we would like stuff toys and, you know, trinkets and doodads we want to hide. And it was like this little, like, showing each other our high school, but because we couldn't travel to, you know, different, you know, states and all that, we took a trip down each other's memory lane through Google Maps. And there is, I believe, an option in Google Maps now to show pictures in the past. Because I remember one of my friends being like, oh, let's go here. And like, oh, wait, no, they've changed it. They've like renovated the structure. If you go back to like the 2008 or 2009 version of the Google Street View, you can see where the old high school used to be. And they would show those off. And it was like a little date that we would all sit together because we were all lonely college students trying to think back about our high school times. Oh my God. That's so cute. It is cute. It's also really depressing because there we were, just a bunch of college dudes reminiscing, getting drunk about high school, while everyone else was out there on a Friday because they had lives. It's weird how the roads change. None of the places that I've had roads change. It was like they would like repave. They would do the repave things, right? It's all close to home. I would encourage it. If you and your friends just want to have like a night out, quote unquote night out, just, you know, get craft some cold ones. If you don't drink, then get some nice, you know, apple cider, and then hang out with friends, and then just be like, hey, let me show you on Google Maps where my high school used to be. If you're like comfortable showing that too. Was high school your glory years? No. My glory years were between the ages of 45 and 55. I know this because a time traveler came and told me about it. Ooh, Anne Marini? And Marini, thank you so much for the super chat. First super. When I was young, I used to take pictures of my drawings by holding them up to my laptop's camera because I didn't have a phone back then. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. I hope you have a good record of that. Be sure to keep them because they're things that you made. It did not exist until you made them exist. They're really cool to take a look at every day. Sometimes I do that by like, hey, want me to dox myself so you can enjoy my city without travel? I wanted to do like a Google Maps thing and then just show you the place that I lived in back in Xenokuni and then just show you like various parts. If I could like do like, I don't know, like there was this one, oh my gosh, I could, I am like 90% certain I could Google Maps view right now and find the 3 convenience stores, the convenies, around my apartment that I would hit at 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure I could show you exactly which ones there were. I'm not sure, because I don't think I got caught on the Google Maps car, because they have those cars, right? But I could probably show you right now and go to the exact addresses and be like, this is where I went on that Tuesday. And like, this is where I went on that Thursday. Will you get in trouble for it? I don't think so. It's Google Maps. Reminds me of when Jerma had his stream upside down and was pretending he was a kid. The Gimster, thank you so much for that super chat. Since your high school is on an island, could you swim there and tell us what it looks like these days? My requests are always reasonable, right? Thank you for the super chat. Swim there. It would be challenging. It would be very challenging. I don't know if I'd be able to do it in my current position because I have not been swimming for about 3 years now. I used to swim like daily, or not daily, like weekly. But I haven't swam that much in the last 3 years, or like any reasons. So it would be difficult for me to do so, but I'm pretty sure you could swim from island to island. It would be difficult though. No pool? No pool, unfortunately. I wish though, if I did, I would be swimming every single day. I wish I knew how to swim, but I'm so old now. You can always practice. Always practice. You can start off with the shoulder floaties, and then learn how to like tread water properly with your feet. And then with some practice, you can take the floaties off, and then learn how to tread. I think swimming is a thing that everyone should try learning. It's a lot of fun. Especially when you play like Subnautica or like Minecraft and you're like swimming around. You're like, oh, this freedom of movement is so nice. Swimming is really fun. Also, it's very low impact. Like it doesn't hurt your joints. It's one of my favorite ways to get cardio. Actually, no, is there? I'm pretty sure things are like accepting like gym memberships for pool memberships. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. A koi who can't swim? No, I will teach you all how to swim. Wait. Wait, hold up. Okay, wait. Okay, hold up. Next year during 3D debut, ask Mana-chan if I can bring in a kiddie pool for my 3D and check whether the water will interfere with the tracking. Oops, question mark? I don't know what technology we use to turn 2D into 3D. Kiddie pool question mark? No, kiddie pool would be too small, right? It'd have to be like I could get like a doggy pool. Okay, good. I'm gonna put that. Okay, I'm just gonna. Hey, Mana-chan, next year my 3D debut, like end of 2024. 2025? I don't know when to get. The HQ boys will get theirs first, and then afterwards I'll probably get mine, along with the Vanguard boys, but I'm like, hey, can I bring in this kiddie pool with me? And then Gonna teach us how to swim in 3D. Yeah. If I can't, I'll just faceplant the ground and then just very awkwardly swim, but without like the lower half. I mean like lower half as in like if you like lie down on the ground like face down, you can't really get your arms to do the full like circle. You know, like you can't really do the circle because you bring your arm up, you bring it down, your fingers touch the stone or like the floor, and then that'd be it. Like you can't go below that. Linda Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Takes a picture of Shinri. Kundi-chan will love this. Ah, thank you. Wait. Here, take a picture. Here, I'll wink. There you go. You take that picture. We need a full illustration of this. I'll be like doing little butterfly strokes, while face down, lying on my stomach on the ground. No, but swimming is so much fun. I miss it. I really do miss it. I want to go back. You know what? Here, maybe. I still don't like the heat. I don't like summer heat, but if it gets me back into the pool, I will tolerate it for now. If you lie to yourself enough, any pool is big enough to swim in. I'll just do, oh my gosh, I'll do a swimming stream, but it'll just be me in my bathtub, and it'll be like me awkwardly trying to contort myself to fit inside. I don't fit in the bathtub. I can't. Like, it doesn't work. Gamester, thank you so much for the super chat. Just ask your manager if they can arrange a hole I can build an entire pool for you. It's certainly reasonable. It has to be like a giant pool, but with like a glass window, so that you can film from the side like a big aquarium. You know, like that's what's gonna be. I like the bathtub that I have. There was a period in my life when I was like the sad, and I thought to myself, like, I will go ahead and do the thing where you like get in the bathtub and then you curl up in the side and let the water hit you. And then I realized it's really uncomfortable to do that. To like get into the corner, like, cause I have a bathtub shower combo. It's not like a shower stall, right? So like, it's just a bathtub. Bathtub too small, or are you too big? I think I'm too big. I can't stretch my legs out inside the bathtub. I have to fold them because like I just can't extend my legs all the way out. How big are you? I'm 185 centimeters. Take that as you will. Your poor legs. Yeah, they've always got to be bent in the pool, or not, sorry, in the bathtub. They have to be bent. Easier with the shower still. Okay, my dream would be a wet bathtub, but with a bathtub that's like sunken into the ground. Like, do you know how cool that would be if I had a wet bathtub that was sunken into the ground? Oh, sorry, wet bathroom. Okay, so let me explain what a wet bathroom is. Most bathrooms here in Elysium, in central Elysium, are dry bathrooms, in the sense that there is no drain in the bathroom. There's like your toilet, there's like your tub, and they're like kept separately, right? And then if you want to clean the bathtub, or sorry, if you want to clean the bathroom, you have to like wet it with like cleaning solution, wipe it down, and then dry it off, right? But back in Xenokuni, our bathtubs, or sorry, I keep saying bathtubs. Back in Xenokuni, our bathrooms are wet bathrooms, right? So they have a drain in the middle and everything is tiled. So you can just get your shower head and then just spray the entire place down, and then it all drains on the floor. Yes, straight on the floor versus no drain on the floor. Yeah, I love those. All right, but hang on, chat. Let me see. I have my... Okay, here. I'm going to draw you a picture of what I want my dream bathroom to look like, okay? My dream bathroom will be like Sink is here. And then like the shower will be there, but like I want it to be like sunken into the ground so that I can stand inside the shower. Okay, here, let me take a picture of it. This is what I want my... Wait. There we go. This is what I want my bathroom to be like. My dream bathroom. Alpha Sun Smart, thank you so much for the super chat. Gotta go soon. Here's something for you in case you get 100k subs. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. And thank you so much for the support. I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, so this is what I want. Okay, that's not an office chair. That's a toilet. That's a toilet. Okay, so I want a shower stall that is sunken in the ground. So what you can do is you can fill it up with water while standing, and then if you want to wash, you know, like here, I'll draw in like a lighter thing. Like you can go ahead and like spray everything down, and all the water will like head into this the drain. Let me see if I can get this down. Okay. So like this is what it would look like. So you have a shower stall that is sunken in the ground that you can like stand up in with the water, and then if you wanted to wash everything, you can spray it down, and all the water will drain from the floor and the walls into the shower. Like, that's what it would be like. You know, a human aquarium. Yes, that's what I want. This would be my like dream bathroom. There's stairs heading down. Then yeah. I didn't draw the stairs because I didn't have space, but like that's what I want. I want a bathroom where the shower stall is kind of sunken into the ground so that you can fill it up with water and then have a nice little tub, but also be able to fully stand up, you know? I didn't know those existed, standing bathtubs. They do, but they're like all on ground. Like here, I'll draw like what most places have right now. Like this is the tub and then like the shower stall. Then you like stand here and it's like awkward, and like you can't have water on the ground. Like the water has to be dry, or sorry, the ground has to be dry. Like this is what most bathrooms look like now, where you have a bathtub and like you just kind of stand in there, and it's really sad, you know? They're just gonna see your head from the entrance. Exactly. It's so, the novelty factor of it will be fun, right? But this looks really boring because it's like, oh, I'm just standing in the bathtub with the shower, and I'm just, you know, I can't get the floor wet because it's lame. But if you have a bathtub like this, it's exciting, it's cool. You get to go down into the ground and then stand there while you fill it up with water, and it's like, whoa, it's like a tub, but like you don't need a tub because it's in the ground and the wall is already the tub. You know, that's what I want. That's what my dream bathroom would be like. What if unintentionally pee in there? Why? What? I don't. You can get out. You can get out and use the bathroom. Okay, here. I'll draw it in 3D, chat. I will draw it in 3D. I tune in and I'm assuming Shinri is either a bat or in Australia. Yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna draw this in 3D, chat. Perspective drawing practice, impromptu right now. Okay, give me a moment. You will all see why it's so cool to have this, because it is like it just is cool, chat. See, and then I'm gonna draw myself wearing my jacket because why not? Because I don't know. I'm just posing for this one right now. It's not like actually taking a shower or anything. And then got this, got my pants, got my thing, and then there's water because water is cool, like that. And then over here is the sink, kind of like sticks out like this, and then there's like Wings of Hope, thank you so much for this super chat. Thank you. Give you pictures of spider coin. Give me a moment. Wait, I'm almost done. Wait, no, I'm not almost done. I'm only saying this because I want to fill time before I can post this, because I'm really bad at drawing quickly and I draw very slow. So it'll be like that and like this, and then like toilet will be like here where you're sitting down, and like a window here. And then like this will be like the textured thing where you like non-slip. Okay, here's the picture, chat. Let me go away. Yeah. Like that. So right now you are awkwardly standing on the toilet and looking into the rest of the bathroom. But it's like the bathtub is sunken into the ground, you know? Like that's what it would look like. And then there's a little bit right there where it has the texture so your feet are grippy and you don't slip and slide. But yeah, so that's what it would look like. That would be my dream bathroom. Wait, I have to draw like the inside, like the internal area, I guess, of like the water, where it would just kind of like be a big cube. It goes down. Like, I'm really bad at drawing this water. Okay, here. And this would include the side view of like the rest of the bathtub too. There we go. Yeah. Like that. Alex Gonzo, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Shinri, we get it. You turn 30 and you want to walk in a bathtub to rest your crunchy bones. Yes. I think it's really cool. Thank you for re-upping the membership. How would you get out? You won't. This is where you spend the rest of your life. Inside a really cool underwater thing. Bed. Okay, fine. We'll add like safety rails and stuff that you can use to like walk out of it, you know? So you have to crawl out of it. You can run from the outside and cannonball into the tub. There you go. Exactly. It'd be like the swimming pools. It's not a swimming pool. It's like a bathtub. But yeah, so like this is what I want. I don't know how we ended up on this topic, but this is what I want. Yeah, how did we end up on this topic? I don't know. Something to do about like Google Maps and showing off like the places I like hit for like coffee, or not coffee, chicken. Way. You were talking about the big sad. Oh yeah, the big sad. I don't fit in bathtubs. That's it. And then it doesn't. Yeah. Ah. A walk-in tub seems genuinely cool though, right? Where are the towels? The towels would be like inside another like container that's like on the outside of the bathroom that's not like wet. The plumbing would be a nightmare if you want that tub on the ground floor. Ah, it won't. It'll like awkwardly jut out into the bottom floor underneath it. So if you were like there and you were looking up, you would see this like box sticking out from the floor below, you know? Like here, let me draw you what it would look like if you were sitting down and like just kind of enjoy things. Like here, let me draw a couch. And then like here is like your TV. There would be this weird like glass panel Wait, perspective. I'm so bad at perspective. Sorry, chat. Give me a moment. I can draw. I think. And then like it would just be like an aquarium. And then because it's all glass, you'll see like my 2 feet against the glass panel. And then like it just juts straight into the floor below it. Like this. Like that's what it would be. Yeah. Art. Majestic. I am artiste. Like that. So it won't be on the ground floor. It'll be above floor, right? Yeah. That's what it'll be. Transparent? No, it'll be like glass. So it'll be like translucent. Won't the people below see everything? I mean, you would have to like, okay, so here, let me draw you a better perspective of it, okay? Let me draw another one. Okay, so like, we'll have to draw it from the side view though. Like, it'll be like this. Wait. There we go, and then that. So you'd only be able to see like where's the water? Here's the water. You'd only be able to see like the feet. Okay, so like here. This is like the first floor bathroom, and then like the living room right below it. So like it'd be like that, you know? So they won't be able to see anything because it'd just be too much water. Yeah. So like that's what they'll see. You know? Okay, so yeah, fine here. I'll draw the other details so it makes more sense. Gosh. Here's like the toilet. And then here's like the sink. And then faucet here. And then this one's a TV. It's a flat screen because who doesn't have a flat screen? And like they're on a couch sofa thing. Oh, we should draw like the floor. So like there's the floor. So it would look like this. Yeah. Gimster, thank you for re-upping the membership. Definitely should have guessed quite a view. I'll only see the feet. It'll be only feet. That'll be okay. Only feet. Free feet for days. It won't be for days. My showers only last like 7 minutes. They're not that long, you know? What if you slipped? There are handrails. So also it won't be that like big, you know? What if they look up? Then that's their problem, you know? Like, if you go out of your way to like try and like sneak a peek, then that's your problem, not mine. You know, you're the one that's being weird at that point. The person below looks so tired of everything. It is a mood. It's very much a mood. Glass breaks and you fall on the TV. No, it's like super powerful glass. It's like the tempered glass. Like the one they have in like Squid Game, where like one of them is like regular glass and it just breaks, right? The other one is like tempered glass where it like can support the weight of like 3 people on there. So it'll be like that. So yeah. The ones that just... I'm just joining the streets at the weirdest times. These are the best of times. These are Zatsudans. The Zatsudans are the best ones. The TV is very nervous. It's their fault for placing the TV under what is very obviously a shower stall. You know? Have you ever taken an outdoor shower? I have, but like only when camping. I think like the last time I went outdoor shower was like at the beach, Because they have those outdoor showers that are like there for you to wash the sand off of everything when you get off the beach. So I've used those. They're like, okay. Wait, Jimmy, this isn't your house. No, it's not my house. It's my dream house. It's what the house I want to have would be. Yeah. Or the ones before you get in the pool. Yeah. Outdoor pool showers. I wish we had more of those, but we don't. All the showers that we have are like inside locker rooms and stuff. Is that a neighbor underneath? Maybe. Or it could be a housemate. Maybe we just like share houses or apartments. I don't know. It's like a loft. I used to live in a loft. It was okay. I didn't like it. Okay, this one time, okay, I lived in a loft for like a year when I lived in an apartment after moving out from college, and my housemates were really bad at cooking, so they kept burning things, and all the smoke and like soot from the burnt food would always rise up. Because the loft was above the kitchen, it would just be an absolute mess all the time. Asserting your dominance when people come over. No, I'll have to greet them at the door. So, wait, have I ever taken a shower when I've had guests over? I don't think so. I can't imagine a time. And then shower right, like you invite someone over and you're like, oh, hey, welcome to my house. Chill for a moment for like 20 minutes while I go take a shower. Like, I don't think I've ever done that before. I always like, I don't know. You have to be a host, right? Like you gotta offer them like, hey, do you want a snack? Or like juice? I think. You didn't think this design through. I only focused on the most important parts, and that is the underground shower stall that you can stand in. Do you want a shower? I mean, if I've seen them having a day, you know, and they're like super worn out and exhausted, like maybe they just run a marathon over and they're like, hey, like I'm here, and I'm like, hey, do you want to like shower, like use the bath? You seem exhausted and tired. You know, like that's what I'd probably say. Welcome home. Do you want a cake or shower? Or me? Wait, no, didn't I already do that line? I think I did. You built it on, you could have built it on that. I could have. But like, this is my dream house. So dream big. You know? Yeah. Cake in the shower. I don't know. Cake in the shower? That doesn't... Okay, so I've actually tried the thing. Like, I tried drinking in the shower. Like, shower beers. I've tried that. I don't know. I don't like it. It's not exciting. It doesn't work, you know? Like, I know of, like, people who will treat themselves to something really nice, and they'll go and take a shower, or they'll take a bath, right? And they'll have like a little tray in front of them, and then they'll like have wine or something, right? It's awkward for me. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, imagine this. Imagine you're 185 centimeters, okay? Or imagine your bathtub is much, much smaller than you are, like 2/3 smaller, right? You get in the bathtub. It's got like water, right? And you have one of those trays that have food, right? And then you're there with like a wine glass, right? And you're sipping on the wine glass, right? What do you do? What do you do then? Like, you can't extend your elbows out to the side because you have the bathtub walls, right? And you're also completely covered in water, but it's not enough water to fully submerge you. It's like only enough water to like get up to like your chest, you know, because you have really long legs and you have to like bend them awkwardly to like kind of sink your torso into the water. And then when your torso is in the water, you're like doing this weird neck craning thing against the back of the bathtub. So you can't really drink the red wine anymore, right? And you're just kind of like there and you're like, okay, it's wine. It's just wine in a bathtub. But now I'm wet and soggy, and you can't really enjoy it that long too, because if you're there for like 7 minutes, the water starts to get cool, and then the sleeping thought of I'm just sitting here in my own filth starts to creep in your mind, and you're like, you know, why not just like wear sweatpants, not in the bathtub, but like on the couch, right? And then just chill, and that's where you drink your wine, right? Why does it have to be the bathtub? It doesn't work. Use a jacuzzi. Jacuzzis are even worse because the bubbles make the water splash around, and then you realize you're getting like little splashes of jacuzzi water into your like wine and beer, and it's like, ugh, you know, because then it just becomes salty, and it's like, ugh. It's for the vibes. I don't know. My vibes are like mid. Because I do that, right? I get inside and it's like just sitting there and I'm looking around and I'm like, because what do you look at? You know, I have my phone there. It's playing some nice music. I'm sitting there. It's playing nice music, right? And I'm looking around, and it's my bathroom. That's it. It's just my bathroom, right? Like my towel is there. My toothbrush is there. The window is kind of stained because I hadn't washed it. It's been like 2 days, and there's little specks of like soap on the window, or the mirror, I mean, and like there's your toilet, and like the back side of the toilet is really gross because it's not the weekend and you haven't cleaned it yet. Like yeah, right? You're just there. It's your bathtub and you're just wet in your bathroom. And that's all it is. Close your eyes and soak. Well, I can close my eyes and just marinate in my sadness, like in bed. At least that way I have the possibility of falling asleep, you know? This is why I like showers better, in and out, get it over with. Exactly. I am much more of a shower guy. I don't take baths. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done a bath. The vibes of the bath are not it, chat. You can read in the bathtub, but what? But it can't. But like, okay. So that's the thing though. Like, if I have a book, right? Now I have to awkwardly be there with my hands over the water to make sure my wrists never go underneath the water, right? Because if they do, then the book gets wet, right? But then what are you doing? I'm just reading a book in hot water for like 7 minutes, right? And then it just becomes lukewarm water after that, you know? And then after that, it just becomes like cold water, and you're just there in water, wet, reading a book. Why not just be bundled up in bed? I think reading in bed is a lot nicer because then you can fall asleep. You know, I used to take book reading. What? And you accidentally like drop it? Oh my gosh, it's gone. I have lit candles, lights off, soft music with wine, gentle music with wine, and bubbles. Night self-care sometimes. I think if you can fit inside the bathtub, it would be perfect. For me, it's just awkward because I have to like contortionist myself into the bathtub, and it just does not work. Like, my bathroom is like super practical, so it doesn't look nice. Like, I don't have plants in my bathtub, or I don't have plants in my bathroom because I don't know. I never really thought about having a plant in my bathroom. I know some people do, and it looks really nice, but like I don't. How small? Very small. It has like a bathtub, or it's like a regular bathroom. Imagine like a cubicle for work. That's basically it. Would never read in the bathtub, too scared to damage a book. Yeah. And like, even if it's not a physical book, you have like, I don't know, an e-reader, right? Or like on your phone. That's even more dangerous, right? Because you can't like just drop it in there. Bougify your bathroom. Do you know what I want to do though? If I had the opportunity to have like whatever I wanted, I would turn one of my walls of the bathroom into like a waterfall, but with like moss. Does that make sense? I want like a wall that's constantly being misted with like moss growing on it, with like little strips of water like pouring down on it. And I'd like, that's what I would want. A moss waterfall, right? Like, I want one of my walls to just be that, but I also want it to be like super badass, powerful moths. It's like able to outcompete mold, because mold is a problem. So like I want the moss to be so good at growing, it overcrowds all the mold and the mold can't grow. But moss smells, I like the smell of moss. It's like fresh, but it's also like green, you know? It's gonna get moldy really quick. Exactly, this is why I need powerful moss. Powerful moss with like an underground cave. Exactly, I want those. I want that to be my vibes. I want there to be like dangerous stalactites on the ceiling, just dripping water every like 2 seconds. I want there to be an echo in a cave, and I want there to be like corpses and skeletons, and like a big sign that says, "Do not go any further into this cave. More experienced divers than you have tried and died. It is not worth your life." You know, those signs. Like I want that. I've been to a house with moss in their shower. It's so cool, right? I think it'd be really cool. Sounds like Shinri just wants to live in an actual cave. Hey, caves are nice. They're also really cool. I love caves. I mean, cool, not like, I mean, they are cool in like the, oh, awesome kind of cool, but cool in the sense more of like temperature-wise. They're like close to, I don't know, most of the caves that I've been to are like 40 degrees Celsius. Oh, sorry, not. That's not a cave, that's just a volcano. I mean like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, so it's just really cold. And I like that. I like being cold. It's really nice. I want to live in a cave. I want, yeah, say, like, oh my gosh, it'd be really cool. Caves are nice. A hibernating bear is ghostwriting your thoughts. Deep water tube cave-like settings, you need to bathe in a well. Well, no, actually, here in this economy, I'd probably find an abandoned well with like spirits inside it, and they'd still charge me like $6,000 for a month's worth of rent. And I would also have to pay utilities and garbage and water and all that out of my own pocket too. They'd be like, yeah, so only 4 people have died here, and this room is all yours. You know, be $4,500 per month. But we also require you to pay up the first and last month's rent together in the first check, as well as a $1,600 security deposit. You'll get the security deposit back when you move out, but they won't tell you that they'll take all the money out of it. Cleaning, even if you get rid of all the stains, like you could literally recarpet the entire apartment and they'll still charge you for quote cleaning fees. You know? Ugh. Sorry, that was really specific. Yeah, okay, thank you for the super chat. You sound pretty rested and Genki today, which makes me very happy. Or you sound like that because I'm currently exhausted. I did not sleep until 5, and then I passed out because of exhaustion until like noon. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just kind of losing it. So, you know, pros and cons here and there, right? It all works out. Yanluo Anthony, thank you so much for the super chat. What are your thoughts on hot springs then? I like them in short amounts. I don't like a full like hot spring meal. Like give me them in like appetizer amounts. Sorry for describing hot springs in terms of food. I mean it like they're okay, but I don't know, I get lightheaded when I get them. Pros unhinged, cons unhinged. I get lightheaded whenever I'm in the hot springs for too long. So I enjoy them for about half an hour, and then afterwards I get lightheaded. I really like them if I have like a sauna. Like I love saunas, but like if I get in that sauna, like don't talk to me, please. I want to just be in a sauna and then turn my brain off and then just vibe to the temperature. Like that's what I love. But hot springs, like my friends will be there and they'll be like, oh, we'll spend like an hour at the hot springs, and then an hour is way too much. I get very like lightheaded. You want to exist in the sauna? Yeah, the sauna is really nice. I don't know, something about like the heat that like surrounds you in a sauna is really, really nice. Don't get them too hot though. They don't need to be too hot. But the one I went to had like charcoal in the middle, where every now and then you would go, you put the little ladle, and then you would like pour in a ladle into the charcoal, and then, or is it charcoal? I don't know, like a heating element. But you would pour in a little bit of water into the heating element, and it would steam the entire place. Oh, and it was so nice. Probably had a good smell too. It smelled like, it had that like eggy smell from sulfur, but it was because it was a natural hot springs. But it smelled mostly of wood, like wet wood. I don't know. It was nice. It was nice, but it was wood. It smelled like a lot of wood. Heating stone, yeah, something like that. I didn't know too much about it. Have you ever been to a sauna that either take an ice bath or just throw yourself into snow? No, but I've wanted to. There's a place back in Zinakuni that has like hot springs. That's like, if you go there during the winter time, it's really nice because there's like ice and snow all around you. But then like the hot springs themselves are totally warm. But it's hard to get there because it's a tourist spot. It's a big tourist spot, and it just ends up being very crowded. And yeah, I don't know, the touristy thing part makes it not so. I tried a sauna and made me discover my skin is not good for extreme temperatures. My body became itchy after 5 minutes. The itchiness is because it opens up your blood vessels, and they circulate blood more, like rapidly, and your body is feeling all the blood vessels, like, what's the word? Not dilate. Not contract. They expand. You like pass around heat and exchange heat faster. They open up. But yeah, they open up. What is that? A mysterious message there that doesn't show up. Expand. Yeah, something like that. Is that why I get itchy in the summer? Yes, it's because your body is trying to vent out heat more. So like, is it dilate? I don't think isn't dilate to like constrict? Vasodilation? Oh, that's what it is? Okay, dilate is correct then. Yeah. That your blood vessels open up more to pass away heat, or to like exchange the heat with more. Chat was haunted from, yeah, there was like a little empty message that popped by for just a brief moment there. See, gang, just go outside with the hoodie to experience the sauna. No. Man. Cinnamon bun smells like it can be so helpful that's used in sauna because they're relaxing. I want a cinnamon bun now. Actually, no. I want like a piece of the cinnamon bun. Not the whole thing. I would not be able to finish the whole thing. There's hot springs in the sea though. I want to go check them out. I want to go check them out. Like little cinnamons? Yeah, like a cinnamon roll. Okay, so imagine a cinnamon roll, right? But then like after you cook the cinnamon roll, after you bake it, right? You take it and then you unravel it. So you know how you get the cinnamon roll and they like spiral it back and forth, right? You take it and then you just open it up and then you like unravel it into like a long string, and then you just cut the string into small bite-sized pieces. Yeah, and then you can like eat as much as you want, and you can save the rest of it for later, right? But like that's what I love to do. The middle part, right? The part with all the cinnamon. That's what I love. When I was younger, I used to love the part with the frosting because the frosting was sweet, and I was a kid. I was like, sweet things taste good. But then like as I gotten older, I used less frosting and more cinnamon. Because like the brown sugar and cinnamon part is really nice. I like it. It's better than the frosting bit. It's way too sweet nowadays. A cinnamon twist? Yeah, something like that. I'm allergic to cinnamon? No. I think you can alternate or like replace cinnamon. Not like in a cinnamon roll, but like, for example, if you have it on drinks, you can use like nutmeg or allspice instead of cinnamon. Like you grate a little bit of nutmeg on top instead of like sprinkling cinnamon. I think nutmeg, allspice, and there's one more. It's like very nutty. It's not nutmeg though. Wait, is it cloves? cloves sound right, but I think cloves are used for like, wait, I don't remember. Cardamom? I think it might be cardamom. Wait, let me see. Cardamom. Yeah, it is that one. Cardamom. Yeah. You can like grate a little bit of that into your drinks as an alternative to cinnamon. Also, allspice, it sounds like spice, but it's kind of sweetish. It's like a sweetish savory. I don't know. It's like a fresh. How would you describe allspice? I have no idea how to describe allspice. It's I don't know. It's it's just all over the place, right? It's kind of nutty, but that's because it is a nut, you know. Star anise. Ooh, star anises are good, but I can never get enough of them. Like I don't know where to buy them in a cheap and affordable amount. Never tasted it on its own. You can always grab some and just like munch on them a little bit. Star anise. Asian store, they're pretty expensive though. They're still expensive. I want to try saffron. I want to know what saffron tastes like. I've seen and heard people talk about like, oh, this is the most expensive spice in the world. It's saffron. And I'm like, what is it? What does it taste like? And then, yeah, it's supposed to be supposedly the most expensive spice for weight, in terms of weight, because it is like very, very hard to grow because of how it's harvested. Ooh, saffron makes things yellow. I don't know what it tastes like. I've had like saffron rice. I've had some of that in like curry shops, but like not enough to noticeably tell if it's something like saffron, you know? And get it for about $7 for making biryani. Ooh. Team turmeric? Turmeric is alright too. I like team turmeric. Oh my gosh. Okay. How should I say this? I love spices, but there is this weird like phenomenon that is happening where people take just ordinary spices and then they try to make it like a big thing. And turmeric is one of them. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so here, okay. Do you all remember about 3 years ago when they came out and they're like, oh my gosh, turmeric, it's so good for you. We're making turmeric pills. You can make turmeric additives. You add turmeric to this and that, right? And they like claim, oh, it's gonna cure all of your illnesses. It's gonna like clean your blood. It's gonna purge all the toxins, this and that. And it's like, bro, it's just turmeric. Like it tastes all right. It tastes good, but like you need more than just turmeric, right? Like it's one of the many spices you use, but on its own, it's not that, right? But they market it as like this one super spice that is able to like clear all of your like ails and illnesses, right? Like health fads, exactly. Like turmeric fried chicken, okay, that sounds really good. I would eat it, but not because turmeric is a supposed magical spice that cures all of your illnesses or like cleanses your blood or whatever, right? I would eat it because it's a spice and it makes things taste good. I would eat it with that, right? What's the next health fad? I know they're probably gonna pick some like thing like, I don't know. And the thing is, it can't be a spice you get regularly here in like Central Elysium. Like if you can find it on the stores of like, I don't know, like your local Vons, like if you can find it on the stores, like the shelves of there, it's probably not going to be the thing. But like if you can find it in like an Asian mart, then like you know it's going to go like, oh, we're going to pick this one thing that has been a staple spice in, you know, foreign cuisine for years and years and years, but then we're going to market it and brand it as like a super thing that we just discovered. Like acai berries. Oh my god, do you guys remember that? I remember when acai berries were supposedly like the super berry, superfood. And like you eat an acai smoothie and oh my god. And it's like, it's just a berry. Come on. That's what happened to quinoa, right? Like quinoa is good. Like you have it in like, was it Mediterranean cuisine? Quinoa is like very good. It's a staple. It's not a superfood, but they just love to take that. The acai craze was silly. Yeah, yeah. Kombucha too? Okay, I think kombucha is kind of mid. I don't like kombucha. I don't like store-bought, store brand kombucha. I don't like those. I like kombucha and like other places that are like not packaged. I don't know, because they're always so sweet. Like kombucha by itself is like they make it like sugar, you know? I love acai, but it's ice cream to me. Exactly, right? Like it's just a berry. That's all it is. It's just a berry. But I remember how people were talking about how acai berries, if you like take the pills or you sprinkle on acai berry powder onto your yogurt in the morning, it's gonna boost your productivity by 30%. And oh my god, oh yeah, the goji berry thing too. Yeah. Like why? Why? They're just foods. Just enjoy the food, you know? It's happened to matcha. It's happening to matcha. Everyone is talking about matcha in the way of like, it's a superfood. Like, no, it's like a tea. You drink it. It's good. It's tasty. You know? It's nice. It's got a good bitterness to it. It has some caffeine. Like, it's just a drink. It's not a superfood. It's just yummy. Exactly. Exactly. Matcha tastes like grass. Hey, sometimes you want that. I want that sometimes too. But like if you go out of your way and you try to like package it in this like really sleek packaging and you're like, oh, it's a superfood. You take 2 pills a day and it's gonna clear out all of your toxins and equalize your georesonance harmonics levels with the Earth's magnetic field, like all that kind of stuff. Like, come on. Grass jelly. Ooh, I haven't had grass jelly in a while. Kale is overrated. I swear, at some point, it ends up being like, can they make pandan the next superfood? Pandan, oh, pandan's good though. Pandan is really good. Modern day snake oil, essential oils, exactly. I'm pretty sure at some point there's always this, it's always got to be like, I don't know, someone trying to make a quick buck, right? They'll go around and then they'll be like, oh, they'll go to like, I don't know, some farm, and this farm will be like, oh yeah, so this year we had a unusually amazing kale harvest, and now we have all this kale and we don't know what to do with it. And then they're like, I got just the thing. I'm gonna spend millions of dollars on this marketing campaign trying to promote kale as a superfood, and everyone's gonna love it. And it's like, bleh. Gentrifying foods and spices for money. Yeah, it happens. Give it a super chat down low. I remember it happening to kanji. Like, that was a thing. I saw the public backlash against the kanji thing, but like, come on, you know, like, why? Like, I have brought back kanji from Asia to introduce you to this new superfood, and yeah. What happened? There was another one that happened like a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, last year. Yeah, kanji. Like someone tried to like market kanji as I have fixed it, I have revolutionized it, I've made it better, and like ugh. Yeah, they're just gentrifying food. There was a lot of like social media backlash about it a year ago, I think. They fixed it, how dare. Yeah, it's like, it's always like the audacity of some people, you know? Rice porridge with chicken. I like mine with like mushrooms and little bits of carrot. It's just basically grits. It's like with rice. You make it with rice. I really like it. Oh, the way that I do it. If any one of you know with the little fish powder flakes, dashi. I use hondashi, but you can just sprinkle in a little bit of that into the water when you're cooking it, and it adds like a very nice savory flavor to it. Bonito flakes too, but I use dashi, hondashi. Like they're like little fish seasoning flakes, pellets, and then they're really good. Asian version of oatmeal. That's a pretty accessible way to describe it, I would say. As kanji I had was surprising from an airplane. Had fish mushrooms and was good while in a cold airplane. Ooh. Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys know there is like a science? There's like a big science to cooking food for airplanes. Because at that altitude, your taste buds react differently to food. And there's this entire like science behind people who cook food specifically to be eaten in airplanes. It's really cool. Like, I didn't know the altitude would impact the food so much, or the way that you taste food so much, right? Yeah, they make it saltier. They add additional flavor and seasoning into it because your taste buds don't register the flavors as well when you're up that high in that altitude. So like you can have a delicious meal, but when you go up in, when you go to like cruising altitude and you eat the food there, you'll notice it tastes very bland, which is why the food that they cook for airplanes is very specifically made to have more salt, to have more seasoning, to have more like sharp contrasting flavors between the different components of the meal to help you taste it better. Is it super salty online? It will taste a lot more salty compared to it. Yeah. That's why everyone thinks airplane food sucks. That used to be the thing. I don't think so anymore. Should we bring a salt shaker? No. The food they had there is already salted a bit more than they would normally do on the ground. So you don't have to bring extra salt, but they do include salt and pepper packets for you additionally if you still want it. Can't be good for hypertension. I think they have like alternate foods for that. Maybe because the air pressure, probably. Finally, the deal with the airplane food. I can excuse the taste, but why is it so mushy? It's hard to keep food. It's hard to keep food. That's the thing. It just is. It's really difficult to keep for that much food and keep it warm or like heat it up without making it go mushy. I don't like airplane food though. Always like describe it as tastes of microwave. Yeah, there's really no ways around that, fortunately. Is there science to astronaut food? Not that I know of, other than like they're flash freezing it. I've had some astronaut food. Like I've had like astronaut baked beans, which is more like describe it. Like puffy chalk. It tastes like puffy chalk that is flavored like the meal that you're eating. It's wild. It is really cool. The sensation is very different. The texture is just like soft chalk. If anyone is familiar with like kids chalk for drawing on sidewalks, the really big chunky ones, how do you know what chalk tastes like? Because I was a very curious kid. But it wasn't the taste, it was the texture of chalk. But the taste was of the food that they were serving. So like the baked beans tasted exactly like baked beans, but it was just in a chalky texture. They actually don't need to completely flash freeze anymore. Ooh. I would like to try some. Yeah. Was interested to eat astronaut food because it looks so different. It is a little pricey, but I'm sure you can get some of it online. You can like order food. Order through Amazon. Admittedly, I always want to eat chalk dust. It looked so yummy. Try once and then you won't ever again. Easy peasy. That's what happens. That's what happened to me. I saw that and I was like, I want to try that. So I did, and then I stopped wanting to try it. You learn real fast. Not to try it. Freeze-dried snacks are so popular right now. I remember like 5 years ago when dehydrating was all the rage. I have a dehydrator. I want to use my dehydrator more, but everything is so expensive now. I used to make my own beef jerky, and oh my gosh, let me tell you, if you ever get the chance to make your own beef jerky, please give it a shot. It is so good because you can go ahead and you can make the sauce any way you want it. Any way. What's your go-to marinade for it? I don't have a go-to. I tried all sorts. It's so good. Which part of beef? Whatever was cheapest. Because I would not make beef jerky for keeping. Like I wouldn't make it and like store it for like, you know, months. Or like eat it. I would make it and then I would eat it over the weekend. Like it would be gone. So like it would be whatever cut of beef I got cheap, including all the fat, because I actually really liked it with the fat. Sakura, thank you so much for re-upping the membership, Okoiri. Usually the fat that I love the fat. I loved it. It's so good. I had one that used Frank's hot sauce, the Louisiana hot sauce, or hot wings. I used some of that. Oh my god, I loved it. It's so good. I want to try more, but it's gotten a little bit more expensive to get to get meat nowadays. I have a rich friend who uses a dehydrator only to make food for their dog. I was gonna say something, but I can't say that or else it'll be clipped out of context. But that dog is living the life. Oh, that's so cool. Man. The lucky dog, yeah. Spicy hot wings challenge. I've already done the spicy hot wings challenge. I did it without milk because or milk and bread or anything, because I forgot. So I just took it. It's so good though. It's so good. I actually I have the box. I have like the box that all the hot sauce comes in. I have finished numbers 1 through 5. I just like, I have been casually using the hot sauces from like up to like 20,000 Scovilles. So like the first 5. I think it's like 60,000 actually. I've been using the first 5 just like every day, and now I've emptied it all out. The last ones remaining are the second half, where it gets really hot, and I don't particularly like the last 3 because it's just heat at that point. It's no flavor, it's just heat, and I don't like that. Yanlo, thank you for the super chat. When they were doing their first astronaut flights in space, they came out drying it because in the beginning they tried sandwiches, but the crumbs went on over. Ah. That makes sense. I did read about how certain food types you could not have because you don't want crumbs floating around inside the station. Because unlike on Earth where the gravity pulls it all down to like your napkin or something, right? And you can clean it all up. It's really difficult to clean up crumbs and dust that gets out when you're like eating crumbly food. I read about that, yeah. With the super chat. Were you just putting hot sauce in everything? Yes. I used classic one? Classico, I think. I think it was a number 1 or 2. No wait, 2 or 3. It was number 2 or 3. I would just use that on my eggs, my omelets, because it was really nice. I really enjoyed the sauce. It's super spicy. Or not, well, I wouldn't say super spicy. It's got like enough of a kick that in the breakfast, it'd be like, just like enough to wake you up. It's just, oh, it's so good. Spicy is nice. Spicy really is nice. If you want to find like, if you want to like, a way into my heart would be to cook food, but make it spicy. You know, that's a good way to get into my heart. Do you ever put hot sauce on your popcorn? No, I do not put hot sauce on my popcorn. I use, well, not hot sauce on its own, but I use like spiced butter. It's like you make regular butter, but then you throw in aromatics, or not, sorry, not aromatics, you throw in chilies. So what you do is you get a whole bunch of chilies, you put it on a pan, and then you toast them real fast. Not too much, not enough to burn, but you just toast them, right? And then you put in the butter. And then the butter soaks up the spice of the chili, and then that's what you do to sprinkle onto your popcorn. But just hot sauce on its own, I have not put that on popcorn. Thank you so much for that super chat, Ashnadi. How do you feel? Freeze-dried food. I like it. I like it. It's really nice. I have a soft spot for freeze-dried fruits, in things like porridges or like yogurts. I really like the texture. It's really nice. It's got a nice crunch to it. But it's not just a crunch, but it has like a crunch and a little bit of a give. And I really like that. It's nice. Favorite fruit? I don't know if I have a favorite fruit. I like our fruit because it looks cool, but it's just basically apples. It just tastes like an apple. I would say it's cool, but beyond that, you know, it's just fruit's fruit. Ever tried dried mangoes? Yeah, I used to eat a lot of mangoes. Where was I? In Singapore? I think when I was staying in Singapore for a little while, for several months, and I would eat a lot of dried mangoes then. Durians, yeah, I love durians. I know everyone talks a lot about durians, but I don't know. For me, because I've experienced durians so much, they're cool. Like, I like them. I know there's like the whole thing about like, oh, they smell really bad, but I never thought they smelled bad. I thought they tasted amazing. Dried mangoes are so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. You have to get the dried mangoes from like slightly overripe mangoes because there's so much sugar in them that when you get them out of the bag, they have that little small, like, crystallized sugar, like little bits of it, because of how much sugar is loaded in the mangoes. Like, that's when you know it's a good dried mango. You know? Oh, it's so good. Dried mangoes are great, very common stuff vendors and buses sell here in the Philippines. I want them. So good. It's good when my mom hates the smell, so I barely eat it. I never really noticed the smell. The smell has always been like a sweet custard to me, you know? Dried persimmons. I've only had dried persimmons when I went to Korea. They had those for winter. Is it during the winter time? They would like leave the persimmons to dry, and then the persimmons would like little crystals of sugar would like grow on it, so the persimmons would look almost like snowy white. It looks like they were powdered with a little bit of sugar. Dried persimmons done that way. But yeah, I've had those before. Those are so good. What do you think of dates? I love dates. Dates are great. Dates are amazing. Okay, the weird thing about dates is the seed, the pit inside a date, has that weird skin on it. I don't know what that is. That's the only thing I don't like about dates. But like, aside from that, I love dates. It's just that the seed has that weird like skin sheet thing, the pit. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but the pit is weird when you like bite into it. Or sorry, when you bite into the date and you try to like eat around the pit peels off in a weird way. It feels like there's paper on it. I had the same problem when I went on my first date. Hey. Have you tried date flavored milk? Isn't that just caramel? I've not tried it, but I can imagine it being like caramel. Because of how sweet the date is. If you like get some dates and you like blend it with milk, I can see it being like caramel. Like very sweet and creamy. Ooh. I would love to try. I want to try. Have you tried jackfruit? No, I have not tried jackfruit. I want to though. One of the few things I have not tried. Kiwi? Yes. Kiwi is pretty common here. Any thoughts on mangosteen? Is mangosteen the one that I get confused with lychees? Let's see. Mangosteen. I have had these. I've had these a long time ago, but I don't remember them. I have eaten them. Wait, no, lychees and longans are the ones that I get confused. Those are the two that are different. But no, mangosteens, I've had them before, but I don't remember them. A long time ago. Jackfruit tastes like meat. It's really good. I want to try. Oh my god. You like cherries? Cherries are all right. I remember for the longest time, I would try to do the whole tongue thing. It took me a long time, but I can tongue tie a cherry stem. Although, wait. I can, but I have to bite the cherry stem in the middle. What do lychees taste like? Sweet? They taste sweet. It's like a crisp tastiness, but it's mostly the texture of a lychee. I like the texture a lot. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. It's, yeah, very light and sweet. It's like less sugar. It's more like a honey sweetness and less like a sugar sweetness. Like, if you water down honey, that's kind of what it's like to me. It doesn't taste like sugar. It tastes like more closer to honey. If that makes sense. But it's really yummy. Grape texture. That's a good way to describe the texture. Yeah. Ever tried dragon fruit before? I've had some. I remember it not really tasting like anything. I remember my experience of having dragon fruit is it's fresh. It doesn't really have a taste in my experience. It was like, okay. Nathan Daddy. Or Nathan Dandy. Nathan Dandy, oh Cody. Welcome to the collective. Welcome. Which color? The white and black one. I want to try the pink dragon fruit. I don't know if they're different or not. Are they different? Are the pink ones different? I misread, my bad. The purple one is sweet and sour. Ooh. Okay, I do have to give it a try. They do have a taste, but it needs to be ripe. Maybe the one I had was a bit not ripe enough. Red bean paste, the ones inside mochi, they're okay, but I enjoy it, but it makes me thirsty. So I don't particularly eat too much of it. Never had pink pineapple, no. I do want to try it though. The pink will make your item eating become pinkish. I want to try. Soursop. Soursop? That sounds like such a cute name. Oh my god. Oh. Ooh. That looks so cool. I've never had this before, but it looks amazing. I want to try. Ooh. Soursop is good juices. I want to try. It looks amazing. Like the entire thing looks edible. Oh, that's so cool. You know what I would do? I would get like a potato peeler and then just peel the spikes off and then just munch down on the entire thing. Oh, it looks so good. Purple carrots. In my experience, carrots, they don't change flavor depending on the color. Like I've had purple potatoes and they taste like regular potatoes to me. Things like Swiss chard, like rainbow chard, they all taste the same. Rhubarb also tastes the same regardless of the color. I don't know. I think the colors for those are mostly aesthetic. I have not noticed a difference. Bell pepper too, yeah, like a red bell a red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and yellow bell pepper all pretty much taste the same. I think like I would only use them to like make the dish look more appealing visually, but flavor-wise, they're pretty much the same. Cultural mishap, Okwedi. Time to head home for another 13-hour day. Oh wow. Thank you for getting me through the last of it with this, Zatsu. I hope you're able to get lots of rest. 13 hours is such a long time. My goodness. But thank you for re-upping the membership. Your rondo red and green bell pepper taste pretty different? I have not been able to tell the difference. They taste the same to me. Red is sweeter though? Is it? I've never noticed. Bell peppers are the same pepper at different stages of brightness. Ah. Chempedak? Is that Chempedak? No, I don't know what a Chempedak is. Oh my god. What? Those look so cool. Oh, I want to eat that. I want to eat that. Green is more bitter? I end up just like sauteing onions and bell peppers together. Or I like cut the bell peppers into long strips and then I like mix it in with like noodles. Onions, noodles. Oh, I like to make bell peppers but in like little chunks for like chicken dishes. I don't know. I like them in like strips and chunks and all that, but I've never really noticed that much of a difference. They all seem the same. Jackfruit. Ooh. They look really cool. Oh my gosh, like I want to I want to show up to like an off collab with the boys and I'll just have like a massive jackfruit or like a chimpanzee. Like I'll just have it, right? And I'll go up to my I'll go to the friends and just be like, "Hey, boys, check it out." Just like rip it open, just tear it open and then like cuz it looks like the food is the meat of the fruit looks like it's a small little bite size. Like you can grab a small piece of it in like little segments that are already like pre-made into like little handfuls, and you can just eat that. Like, oh, it's gonna look so good. Have you ever had mami or sapote? Wait. No, I have not had those. Sapote? Sapote. No, I've not had those. They look really tasty though. Ooh. So that's what you need to strengthen your grip for. Yeah, I'll do it so I can like rip open a jackfruit with one hand. Ugrash, Okoidi, welcome to the quad. Thank you for joining the membership. Not so sweet. Thank you for the super chat. Should make cooking stream when I am saving up money right now to buy a laptop and like the hardware to do a stream, but I also don't want to just like buy a super cheap laptop because I want to make it a laptop that's good enough to stream. So like if I ever travel, I can bring it with me. So I'm still saving up money for that right now. I do want to do a cooking stream at some point in the future. Are you gonna get a studio or something? Not really. I was actually thinking of just like renting an Airbnb for like a day and then just borrowing the kitchen. Just bring like a laptop, some hardware to like hold the camera up, and film like a little stream there, and then just pick up everything and then pack it up for the day. Because I could afford like, I don't know, like $60 for like a day on Airbnb. I just need to find a place because all the places that I've been finding are like shared. So it's like they're only renting out the Airbnb for the bedroom, and the kitchen part is communal. And I have not found a place, weirdly enough, where they let me have the whole kitchen without it. 20 B&B? Oh, that'd be so... Oh my god. That would be... Oh my god. Okay, that actually... Wait. Okay, chat. If this idol thing doesn't work out, okay? Like, let's say like 10 years down the line, this idol thing doesn't work out. Like, maybe I take an arrow to the knee or something. Mean Juice, thank you so much for the super chat laptop fund contribution. Thank you. You don't need to do that, but thank you. I really appreciate it. But like, let's say this idol thing doesn't work out, right? I'll start an bed and breakfast. I want to run a bed and breakfast for spirits. Like, how nice would that be, Chad? A bed and breakfast for like ghosts and traveling spirits? I think that'd be so cool. Like I would have like a couple of workers to help me out with like, you know, cooking breakfast every single morning and like getting coffee for the ghosts and like think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be really. Business won't go far, my dude. As long as there are people dying, there will be spirits who need a bed and breakfast. You know? Baby-sized spirits in a wave bathhouse. Yeah, but it's like a little inn. Like super cottagecore, you know? Dude-chan will be a regular. Aww. Or like, just, you know, like, I don't know, like a doulahan coming in and just like resting and like bringing like, they'll bring their head over, they'll like sit down at the table and then we can like come a meal. Like, I don't know, I think it'll be really nice. A nice, like, simple bed and breakfast, you know? A crypt underground? Yeah! Like, we'll have, like, underground segments, like, where we'll have, like, coffins, like, for vampires who travel around. Like, there'll be a special corridor that they can fly in as a bat and then head underground into, like, a coffin that they can, like, sleep in, you know? Or little graves for zombies that they can, like, you know, like a little, like a bucket of dirt or whatever they can, like, pour over themselves. I think that'd be great. A bed, bath, and beyond, but, like, literally beyond. What if they're an evil spirit? It's okay, because we will accept evil spirits too. It's like neutral ground. If you guys remember, or if you guys know of this, there is a character in Marvel Comics. Is it Marvel? Or is it DC? I think it might be DC. There's like, oh, I forget. I'm pretty sure there's both. There's both, right? There is the tailor. There is one guy who is the tailor for all of the superhero and supervillains outfits. And it is like an unspoken rule that the tailor shop and that area is like neutral ground. Like a supervillain and a superhero can go there. Like if their uniforms are damaged, they can go there to get it tailored and fixed up. And there's like a truce between everyone that like you do not fight each other. You're there for business. You go in there and you get your, you know, you get your outfit, you get your uniform fixed, and you just do your business then and you leave. Like John Wick and Continental, yeah. Like it's a place where like everyone wants to kill each other, but like while you're in the store, while you're in the shop, you're on your best behavior, you know. Continental, exactly. So that's what I want. I want like a bed, like a bed and bath, but like it would be for spirits. So like even if you are an evil spirit, you do not mess around. Not when you're in the inn, you know? Night nurse is like that for injuries, yeah. I play both sides because I always come on top. I mean, I guess, but it's mostly like even if you are an evil spirit, sometimes you just need a place to rest your head on and just nice bed to relax, you know? Ah, that'd be so cool. Hakka can be in security. Nah, Hakka would be, he wouldn't be security. He would be running the cafe inside the shop, inside the inn. The eerie little spirits can rest from their hauntings, right? I think it'd be very nice. There's a manga kind of like that called Yokai Manor. Is there? Aww. It looks cute. Oh, wait, it's a game too? Oh no, there are games like it, but it's not the main. It's not the main purpose. Not the main purpose of it. Ooh, it looks cute. Elaborate way to recruit Gosama wife. Two spirits just finished duking it out. They leave, but then they leave in the same direction towards your inn. And they're there, and we're serving them like, I don't know, we're serving one of them a salad and the other one like a club sandwich, but they're like still kind of angry, but they know they can't say anything rude, so they're just kind of sitting across the table like glaring at each other while munching down on a nice sandwich. And then like you know they have a time, right? So you go give them like a nice little juice. You're like, here's like an apple smoothie or something, you know, on the house, because I can see that they've had a rough time, something like that, you know. But like you have to give them like a little smoothie, but with the little umbrella on it, because like even if you're angry, even if you are mad and you want to kill the other person, if you are sipping a drink from a glass, from a cocktail with a little umbrella on it, you can't be mad. You can't be mad. There's no way you can be mad. It has to be the umbrella. But where is the income to get the ingredients? Well, I don't know. We'll have like a little mini garden that we can grow plant herbs with. I don't know. Maybe like it's funded by like the riches and like gold that people donate. Like if you want, you can like give an offering, and the offering, the money that you spend in the offering would go to paying for like food and electricity and rent. As someone who sees spirits, they really just mind their own business, right? And they just also, I'm pretty sure they'd also want a place to rest and just chill. Now you gotta think of ghost-themed names for food. I'm really bad with coming up with names. Chad, you know I'm really bad at coming up with names. Like I can't, like my hashtags, nah. My fan base name, no. I'm terrible. It's really bad. After the exorcist and the spirits, friends just chill at the inn and drink their smoothies. Buttered ghost, Kunti fried chicken. That works. A clubbed sandwich. Oh, that'd be cute. Like a sandwich, but with like a single drumstick. Like, oh wait, it could be like I don't know, like a quail, like a small drumstick, you know, a small like little drumstick of a chicken, or like a quail, right? Or like other small bird, right? And then that would be like the club. So like a clubbed sandwich would be like a regular club sandwich, but with like a little drumstick like next to it. Like, that'd be cute. And then what you do is you get a little bit of twine, right? And then you wrap the bottom of the drumstick in twine so it looks like the handle of a club. Like, that'd be cute. Ghost pepper hot wings. Honestly, the ghost pepper things would line up. They like write themselves because of the ghost word. Oh, it's so good. Deep fried chicken. Subsidiary of koi fried chicken. Name a drink rigor mortis. It would be like one of the super strong alcoholic drinks are there. What if they're from a different historical era? I think that'd be great. Imagine like a European Dullahan meeting up with like a Japanese kappa. And the kappa's like, hey, have you ever had seaweed salad? Like, let me show you some seaweed salad. Like, this is good. And the Duhan's like, no, I've never had that. Like, we don't have seaweed salad here. And they're like, they're exchanging cultural recipes and stuff. Like, oh my God, that'd be so cute. Like, here's what we used to like eat back in, you know, my time before I got my head cut off or something, right? And they would like share cultures and cuisines. I think that'd be really cute. Hey, you want to try kombucha? Oh, but think about it. Like, you think a kappa and a Bigfoot have beef? I'm sure they would share some beef. Like, think about all the like cultural ghosts and spirits and like how they would interact if they were just at an inn and they were just, you know, cooking some food for each other. Like, I think that'd be great. A cappuccino. The cappuccino. That's so good. And then you can like sprinkle a little bit of mocha on the outside ring to make it look like the kappa head. On the foam, like you could sprinkle a little bit. Oh, that looks so good. So that the top of the cappuccino would look like the kappa's head. Perfect. Amazing. Cross-cultural pollination. I want that. I want that. Deep fried rice. You're telling me Kunti Chen fried this rice? Just think about it, you know? Like, think about it, because a ghost will show up to the inn, and they'll have some food, and they'll meet some other ghosts and spirits, and they'll be like, oh, how do you terrorize and haunt the humans in your area? And then they'll exchange stories, right? And they'll go back, and they'll be like, oh, like, Mom, Dad, you know, welcome back home. How was your business trip? And they're like, oh, I met some amazing people, and like, did you know, like, in Vietnam, this is how the ghosts haunt people. And then like the Philippines ghosts would come over and be like, I met these amazing spirits from like Scandinavia, And like, here's how they do it. And they brought me some of their food too. And like, they're exchanging stories about like all the people they've seen while like on their travels. I think that'd be great. Like, oh my God. Ghost B&B sounds like an awesome study for meet cute. You never know, chat, you know? Maybe your, quote, the one is an undead spirit from the 17th century who's just like, really got a go-getter attitude, but you don't know them because they're like invisible until you like get within 20 feet of them and then they start making like spooky noises, you know? I just think it'd be great. I just think it'd be great to see them like share things, you know? Ah. This is gonna be a success, right? Oh, man. Imagine a vampire and a Jiangshi being best buds. Ah, that'd be really cool. Like I could see like in my mind, I see them just like lying on the couch and the vampire just like casually like flipping the seal, the little paper seal, just like flipping it back and forth. Like, you know how like you like flicking your bangs back and forth? It would just be that, but like you're just like flicking just like mindlessly because you're just chilling on the couch playing games together. So I don't know, it'd be really cute. I love how you're desensitizing me about ghosts. I will turn everyone into I don't know if it's what's the right word, like you will learn how to think the Moa beam. Everyone's Moa beam will be turned up like 1,000,000 times. Hantu lover. They're so cute though. I can't help it. Ghosts from different countries talking over dreams. Get this, I haunt one house. They were roommates. Oh my god. They were roommates? A ghost enthusiast now, thanks to you. I think ghosts are great. I think spirits in general are great. Entities and spirits and ghosts and all that. Ooh, HN Haruto Narase, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi Shinri, hypothetically, if time travel were possible and you only have one chance and you're the only one who could use it, what would you want to change? If I only had one, like when you say one chance, is it like a round trip? Or is it like a, I use the power to try and travel once and that's it? It's a round trip? Oh, okay. Oh gosh, if it's just once and it's a round trip, almost 99% of problems can be solved with a lottery win. Well, the thing is, like, if you win the lottery, you get hit with a whole bunch of other problems. If it's a round trip, why can't we go into the future instead? I think I might do that. If I have to, if I had the ability to time travel, I would travel into the future. And I want to travel into the future because I want to be optimistic that it will be okay. And it's going to be all right. You know? And not for me personally, but for like humanity, I guess. You know, like the whole like human species, the perseverance, the stories, the lessons, the collective knowledge, everyone working together. I just want to know that it's going to be all right. So I would travel maybe, I don't know, like 2 million years into the future. Just until the end of time. I don't know, because I think it will be all right. It'd be nice to have that, the proof, I guess, to know that it's going to be all right. You wouldn't change anything? Nah. Changing things in my past would be too selfish, and I would not be here if I had changed anything in the past. So there's nothing that I would go back and change. Aoi Minami, thank you so much for re-upping the membership, Okoiri. Somehow always get back your Zatsus about talking about the cutification of ghosts and monsters, and I'm all here for it. Okoiri, there will be more. We will turn every monster and every ghost really cute. Your experiences make who you are, yeah. Not like consequences going into the future. Would there be too many consequences going into the future and then coming back here? That's a new answer I hear. Most of the answer I get when we travel to the past to change something they regret. I mean, here's the thing though, like, do I regret things in the past? Yes, I do. But at my age, like, for example, okay, so here's the thing, like in high school, my friends would always tell me like, oh, you should go ask them out, because if you don't ask them out now, you're gonna regret it, right? But for me, at my age now, like almost, 15 years since, like, do I regret it? Sure. But the thing is, it is so far remote that the person I would become is so drastically different. It is basically just a daydream at this point, you know? And those things I don't regret. Do I regret not asking them out? Maybe. I don't really mind though. It's so far in the past that it doesn't matter to me, right? And the things that are not so in the past, the things that are recent, you know, the things that I regret recently, they serve to act as a reminder for myself, as a lesson that I can keep learning from. So are there things in the recent past, you know, the last 5 years that I regret? Absolutely. Do I want to go fix it? Yes, but I think for myself, it's better that I keep it as a way to remind myself that, hey, this is the thing that you did, and now that you regret it, let's learn from it. To constantly remind myself that things can be better, that I can make better decisions, and, you know, not to be too hasty or not to be too lax or whatever it is, you know? So for me, you know, things that I regret, if it's too far from the past, I don't mind it anymore. It doesn't bother me. And if it's recent, then I treat it like a lesson. So I wouldn't go back into the past and change anything. Also, if I did, right, I know, because I am one of the type of people who, if I went into the past and I wanted to change something, I would be indecisive. I would not know what to change. I would say, you know, is this the thing that I regret the most? Enough that I would want to use this one chance to travel back in time to fix. And then I would not be able to commit. I would be flip-flopping, right? And then let's say I pick and I go back, I fix that, come back, and I'm like, no, actually it was this other thing that I really wanted to fix, and that's the thing I regret the most. Like, I can't handle that. I would not be able to handle that, so I'll go into the future because I want to be optimistic about what the future holds. Yeah, no, thank you so much for the super chat. You could time travel to see dinosaurs or Ice Age. I could, but I'd probably suffer a lot because allergies. Full stop. Period. Like, do you know how big plants were back then? Like, imagine how much pollen was in the air. I would not be able to handle that. I would land over this massive tree, this huge flower just flowing, like, showering the air with pollen, like, because megafauna and megaflora was a huge thing, right? I could not. It's allergies. Like, that's what I would do. It would just be like, I could go, or I could just stay here, because there's no way I have enough, like, medication to, like, take, like, there's not enough antihistamines I could take to, like, handle the allergies. And the animals are bigger too. Exactly. 2-meter wingspan dragonflies. No thank you. No thank you to that. Megafauna looks so cool. They do. They look really cool, but I want to enjoy those from behind a glass panel, you know? We need Mega Benadryl. The pollen wouldn't fit in my nostrils. I'm imagining, like, pollen the size of, like, your fingernail. Like that's how big it is. Instead of like dust, like I'm thinking just how chunky they must have been back then. Jurassic era. Imagine getting diseases without a vaccine, since diseases at that time frozen today. Exactly, right? This is why I would not go too far into the past. Like, if I were to go to the past, the most I would go into the past would be like, oh, I don't know, 1996. So I can go get some Orbeez. And like, that would be it. You know? Like, that's what I would do. Like, because I've heard so much about Orbeez. I've never had Orbeez. But I know of the drink. But like, that's what I would do. Yeah, Orbeez. I've heard of it as like a drink of like my time, of like my people. But I've never had them before. And they're not made anymore. The heck are Orbeez? Like, oh my god, Orbeez. Like drinks? Like Orbeez, yeah, Orbeez drink. It's like the soft drink with like little like balls inside them. Or no, Orbits. It's called Orbits. They're called Orbits. Orbitz. Because back then, putting an X or a Z on things was cool. It was hip. Yeah, Orbits. Like, I've heard so much about these, but I've never had them in my time. Orbits. It was awesome. Because like they went out by the time I came online. Like by the time I became a sentient person. Like they weren't a thing anymore. Reminds me of Ramune? Oh. Like a little soda bubble, right? Looks like a lava lamp. They do. But like, this is the kind of stuff I would do. I would go back in time and try all the food that either I was much too young to enjoy or appreciate, but also like things I just missed out on because I was a baby back at the time, you know? Basically flavored shakes with boba. Ooh, 97. I think like 97, 96, somewhere around then. Yeah. I was 6 years old then, never had them. Right? Me too. I was alive. I was alive then. I've never had the chance to drink them. And now it's way too late. Now it's much too far gone, you know? Can't you get Orbeez right now? I think you can get like collector's ones, but I think they're just all expired. I don't know if you will be able to eat them. Introduced in 97, discontinued in 98. Oh, see, that right there, that's what I would love to time travel for. If I had the option to time travel, I would pick those. The things that only appeared once for a brief moment in time and then disappeared. Like, for example, the KFC Double Down. The KFC Double Down. Or it's back now, but when it first came out, it was only around for like 8 months, 10 months. The KFC, like it was like all over everywhere. Like, people were showing around like Double Down, like advertisements, billboards here and there, right? All the Double Down, right? And then it just disappeared. They just stopped making it. It was only there for like a year and now it's gone, right? I think it came back now, but like 2013, 2012, 2013, I think. Yeah, the KFC Double Down. It was basically a hamburger, but instead of buns, it was fried chicken. That's what I want to do. I would go travel back in time for foods that had limited time runs that you cannot get anymore, and then focus on those. Like, that's what I want. McDonald's apple pie. Like the Szechuan sauce with the Rick and Morty thing. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my god, I would only do that just because of the meme status and notoriety of it, right? That's the only thing I would do. Like, like think about it. Like, imagine, chat, imagine, like in the 70s. In the 70s, I bet you there was a very good gum. Like a really, really good gum back in the 70s that does not exist anymore. They stopped making it, you know? Like, I'm sure there's like delicious foods that like Choco Tacos didn't come back yet. I don't think so. I haven't seen one in stores recently. What if it triggers the butterfly effect by just buying that thing? It depends on what form of time travel you're picking. The one that I would do would be pocket universe time travel. So like, I travel back into the past and it creates a minor multiverse that only exists for the duration that I'm there to enjoy it. That is a mirror image of the main timeline. And then the moment I leave, that universe just blips out of existence. So the mini pocket theory. That's what I would do. That way it doesn't like interfere and destroy the rest of the timeline. They stopped making Choco Tacos. Yeah, they stopped doing that. According to Google, Double Down is coming back. Ooh, now's your chance. Yeah. Chat. Imagine. Actually, wait, no, this is a thing. This is a thing that I do, like, visualization exercise. Okay, so this is what I read a while back, like a way to visualize yourself time traveling. Gimster, thank you so much for the super chat. Speaking of time travel, KFC, I like to go back in time, have the original KFC recipes. Apparently the greatest in nearly everything. Oh, like the original KFC recipes. Who knows what that might have been like? Ooh, like the OG KFC, back when the store was only one franchise. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. So for time travel, chat, the visualization exercise is close your eyes and visualize the rest of your life. It doesn't matter how you visualize the rest of your life, but the idea is to visualize you living out the rest of your life. So things like, you know, I get that, I land that great job, find that amazing person, we get married, we have kids, and like we own that house, and then we get old and all that, right? But you want to visualize all of it. And then you want to try and add as many details, as many little facets to make that story real. And then on your deathbed, think about, what do I regret? What do I want to make sure I accomplish? What do I want to do with my life? And then you open your eyes and then pretend like you've just lived out the entire lifespan and you had that 1 second shot to redo it from this point in time, where you having lived the entire life, you now come back here in, current time, 2023, and you ask yourself, okay, I've just lived out an entire life. What can I do now to make sure that I do what I want to? I can accomplish what I set myself out for. Things like that, It was like a visualization exercise. If you could change your fate, would ya? Maybe a Twilight Zone episode, yeah. I want to go back in time during when Michael Jackson was thriving. Ooh, that could be fun. Sounds like a reincarnation, mate. More like an existential crisis. I could say that. Speaking of existential crisis, I don't like time travel in general. I don't like dimension travel in like movies and stuff. Like media, I don't know. Scenario is like how Itachi did that to one girl in Naruto and she lived out all their lives and she even thinks Itachi after being killed. That's one intense way to unalive someone. Oh my gosh. The only thing I want to use time travel for, beating someone one last time before passing away, because I was away for it in COVID. Oh no. That's I would say that's a pretty good use of time travel too. A very noble use, honestly. I want to go back in time when bookstores are common around my area. No, the bookstores, yeah, brick and mortar stores have been going away, haven't they? What if we kill our younger selves or something like that, though? It depends on what paradox you prescribe to, but like, there's like the one where like, yeah, you can kill, and it just ends up like, I know there is like a paradox of like, I go back in time and then if I shoot my grandfather, then my grandfather can't have my dad and my dad can't have me, therefore I couldn't have gone back in time, right? But then if you prescribe to the theory that like that loop is self-contained, it doesn't matter. You know, like that is a loop where there happens to be a paradox in it, but then the paradox resolves itself and it just stops mattering. Because it's a self-resolving. The paradox itself is self-resolving, you know? Like, the grandfather paradox only is a paradox within that timeline, but if you see it within the context of the rest of the timeline, it is just an isolated paradox that takes place, and then that's it, you know? I mean, at some point, you probably split that timeline into a new timeline, if there are splitting timelines. Otherwise, self-fulfilling? No, not self-fulfilling. It's a problem that solves itself. The universe autocorrect theory to preserve the known law of physics. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think time travel is... I think it's like doable, but like not in the way that people conventionally think of like time travel. Like you can't just like, it's not like a bus you can take from one point in time to another point in time. I like the multiverse, but not the cliche stuff. I don't really like the multiverse in general, to be honest. I like it in terms of like what if, like the Marvel series What If, but like if it comes to just like anime and movies, it's like Axel, hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Axel. Hello, Axolotls. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your time here at the koi pond. Hope your stream was good, Axel. First we have silent Axel and now upside down. Wait, silent? Silent stream? What happened with the silent stream? What was going on there? If you can punch a hole through space, you can punch a hole through time? I suppose, but like, that's only because time and space are already connected together. Oh, it was a work stream. Ooh. I wonder what special things we'll be working on. Was cooking in silence. Can chat be upside down too? I'm surprised no one has asked, but yeah, we can do that. Here, join me. There we go. Wait, Item Finder Deluxe, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some hearts in chat for the gifted memberships? And thank you so much. If you receive one, please enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Thank you, thank you. We asked in the beginning, but you never read it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's really difficult for me to catch all the messages. They go by too quickly sometimes. And thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. If you receive one, please enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Thank you, thank you. We get some more hearts. More hearts in chat. Yeah. This Zatsu went all over the place, didn't it? I think of all the Zatsus, this one's gotten like pretty. This one's went pretty all over the place, more so than usual. I love Shinri's gravity defying hair. Yeah, it's just a lot of hair wax and hair gel, and then finish off with hairspray. Yeah. Mike, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some hearts for the gifted membership? Please enjoy. Gonna go chug down more tomato juice out of spite for reading chat upload. Johnny, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy your tomato juice. Thank you so much. 200% tangents. It's basically just tangents, chat. It's just oops, all tangents. What if you flip your background too? Would that be possible? Let's see. Flip. Whoa. Oh, that looks so weird. That looks so strange. Transform. Lip. Whoa. It's basically the same thing, but completely upside down now. Whoa. It is really weird, Chad, isn't it? This reminds me, there was a thing, it's like a creepypasta, but it's like faces creepypasta. And there was a thing about how like your eyes, your brain is actually very, very good at recognizing faces. But because it's so good, there are times when your brain will inadvertently misinterpret a face that is wrong as like a normal face. And it involves pictures of people upside down, and it would flash rapidly a series of pictures of people with their faces, but like at first glance you see it and you're like, oh, these are people upside down. But when you look at the picture right side up again, you see the faces as like very distorted, like very eerie, right? Upside down faces are horrifying. Yeah. Is it the Thatcher effect? Is that what it's called? Let me see. Sure. Faces? Yeah, it's called the Thatcher effect. The Thatcher face illusion. It's a little bit jarring. I will warn you. It is kind of eerie. So if you are like easily disturbed, please avoid watching through that. But it's very eerie. It's super weird. But yeah, it's like the way that people's faces, like if you flip your face upside down, but you like Photoshop your eyeballs to be right side up, it makes like, it's so creepy. Johnny, thank you for the super chat. This is gonna be good. This is more than experiencing Thatcher effect. I think this is fine because it's just, you can like, if you're on your phone, you can flip it over. But like, yeah, this is great to search 15 minutes to midnight. No, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is eerie. It is very eerie. But yeah, if you see pictures that are faces that are upside down, it is spookers. It is like your brain has its own expectations and predictions of what it normally sees though, right? Like we're so used to seeing eyes in a certain orientation that our brain, when we see it in that orientation, regardless of whether or not it is off, will still think it's normal. Commenting, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Okoiri, 3-month koi, keep up the good one, Shibi. You're awesome. Thank you. I'll try. I am tired, chat, but I will try. I'm trying to figure out a way to put this extra time I have to more productive use. It'll take a little while. I'm still trying to get into it. I had a meeting with Mana-chan before stream earlier today, talking about like just things that I gotta work on. This is how a bat sees the world. Like squeak, squeak. I don't know. I can't do the bat thing. Like all that time. I feel like I just need to stream more. I want to stream more. I want to keep streaming. I think like, I don't know. So here's my sensation that I have is in the back of my head. There's that feeling of like, Shinri, there's so many indie games that you have not played yet. So many indie games that you could be playing right now. And I say this with like half a mind to just like Guerrilla Apex later tonight, because I want to grind up to level 50 to play competitive with Axel and Altair, because I feel kind of bad because pubs without ranked is kind of wild, and I think that's why we had really bad games, because I'm not ranked and we're not in the same like MMR. So you know, don't push yourself. But I have to. I gotta keep pushing my boundaries, you know. I feel like you don't have enough rest, sleeping or not. This is true. I don't think so either. But you need to be, yeah, you have to be 50. You have to be level 50 to get ranked. My main, like my personal account, the one that I've had a while back, like it's at like 300 something right now, but like on my Shinri account, or like on stream account, it's like stuck there because I haven't been playing it for a long time. So I have to do the grind, chat. I have to do the grind for the boys. Honey, thank you so much for that super chat. This upside down stream just reminds me of Uno reverse card. What? I know exactly what picture you're talking about. Oh, it looks really cool. I don't know who did the Photoshop, but it was really great. Oh, I love it. Your shot calling was pretty good, I gotta say. I need to do more practice with it. It's weird because I want to be aggressive and really fast, but at the same time, the more that I pay attention to the actual fights, the less I can pay attention to the map. So I gotta practice that a lot more. If you're stressing out and restless, we're gonna stress out and worry. Won't be enjoying the gameplay anymore. I'll try my best. I'll try to get as much rest as I can. We'll do indie games next week and then Subnautica in a slower pace, really. That's what I was thinking about. We did get perms for a few more indie developers off itch.io. So I have gotten some perms for those. And we do have like 1 or 2 Puppet Combo games I want to play. I will most likely not play Nun Massacre. Just right off the bat, I think that's one game that I probably won't play. Mostly because Nun Massacre, the sound is very loud. When you encounter the nun in Nun Massacre, it plays an incredibly loud noise. It's supposed to be disorienting, but it is actually so disorienting to me that I cannot focus. It is like I just can't play it with the noise, which is kind of why that's like one of the games I probably won't be playing. But the other ones are fine. The jarring sounds are super loud and hurt. Yeah, I can put on compression filters on my OBS so that chat doesn't get blasted with the sound. Like I can make it so that the loud noises aren't so loud, but on my end, it'll be very loud because there's no way for me to put compression on my monitor. That's it. Ashinati, thank you for the super chat. Don't forget to sleep and take care of yourself. I will try. I will most likely be an insomniac again tonight. Not be able to go to sleep for a good while, and I might just end up guerrilla streaming tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll just exhaust myself because I did feel a lot more tired after streaming Tarkov for a little while, and I felt a lot more exhausted than staying up all night. So I think streaming makes me a little bit tired, so like maybe that'll help me fall asleep. Yeah. You still watch Play SC2? I have not touched that since like 2016, unfortunately. The BGM is so soothing. Do you know the name of it? Oh, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? It is on Nova Syndrome. Let me see. Hang on, let me mute myself and listen to this and see if it is the right one. I found it. Okay, here, let me toss it into chat. There it is. There you go. That is the official link to my background song for the Zatsus. So if you want to know what it is, there it is. I should probably include it somewhere in my links, or like in the description maybe. That way it'll be easy to find. Let's see. But yeah. I don't know. Wait. Would you be open to playing more horror visual novels in the future? If they're within like 2-3 hours, absolutely. Well, like if a single run is about 2-3 hours, I would. For example, like Cooking Companions. You can finish a full run of Cooking Companions, like one route, in about 2 hours, reading everything out loud. So if it were like that, then yes. If it's much longer than that, probably not. Have you played Cry of Fear? It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever played it before. Yeah, me who just randomly falls asleep whenever. Oh, I wish I could take that. Let us exchange for at least a little while. Cooking Companions. Yeah, my favorite character in Cooking Companions is Karin. I really like Karin. She's like great. I think the fact I like Karin's enthusiasm to, you know, join with you and also share in your hobbies. I think that's why Karin's like my favorite character in Cooking Companions. What about silent stream and keyboard sounds? Like you're working with the companions? I feel like I'll just be playing Tarkov and then like I'll just record my keyboard noises and nothing else. It'll just be me quietly playing the game. But keyboard ASMR. I think I already have a video about keyboard ASMR be working. I might do another one if we there's like a demand for it. Do one that's longer. We'll see. You still play or watch SC2? I have not played it since 2016. Do we have Bad and Theater being recommended? I think Altair has already played that one before. Maybe? I'll take a look into it. There's so many. I'm surprised you haven't played Sucker for Love yet. Yeah, I want to though. They all look super cute in the art. Yeah. Do a longer one with pop-pops? I'll think about it. I'll find a way to like, because I don't want to put out the exact same thing all the time. As a keyboard, I'm a keyboard enthusiast, so that will definitely keep me up all night. My keyboards are not that great. I simply have a Ducky Shine, and that's it, with like Cherry MX Browns. It's not like the fancy ones. I want to get fancy keyboards, but I cannot justify the purchase. They cost way too much for what they are, and the click clacky, the thocky, the thocky sounds. There's like the clicky clacky, and then like the thocky, THOCCY. Like that's the new one that people are like all up. And if I could, I would, but I do not have the funds to afford the. And so many keyboards. Yuria, thank you so much for reopening the membership. Thank you, Yuria. Okoiri Yuria. Hope you continue to enjoy the channel badge and the emails. I want to do Thaki. I do not have Thaki. I have Clicky Clacky, and only Clicky Clacky, because I don't have like the tools right now to like lube and what was it called? Like solder? No, not solder. The thing where you do the switch, where you like swap the switches, like you the way that you change them up is different. T, thank you so much for re-upping the membership, Okoidi. Thank you. Wow. Hot swappable keyboard? Is it hot swap? I feel like the switches are separate. Hat and swap, I think so, yeah, but I don't have the tools for that right now. I only have the one where you take off the keycaps and then you can clean the switches, but I don't have the one where you can replace the entire switches all the way. I want to get a new keyboard that I can switch all the switches and keycaps with, right? I want to, but it is money. It is money. Kitty Papa. Thank you so much for re-upping the membership, Okoidi. But if Shinri forgets he's streaming keyboard lo-fi ASMR and starts streaking and having a bizarre episode and being weird and we're like, Ops, you good? Like a real life ghost event? Like, oh, that'd be so cool. Wait a minute. Ouija board ASMR. Okay. I'll add these ideas to like the list, and then I'll see about getting time to like actually record them. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah. All right, chat. Thank you all for stopping by, but I think we'll go ahead and call it here for today. Not the Luigi ASMR. Not the Luigi. No, not the Luigi board ASMR. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Wait, can I even get those? Bodega Rat, thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Okoidi, thank you for the stream. Cloud Fire Emblem. Claude from Fire Emblem? Is that? Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. Even got the same color scheme too. Thank you for yipping the membership, Okwedi. There was another one. What was it? The guy from Tokyo Revengers. The guy from Tokyo Revengers, right? And then the other one, from Final Fantasy, Hien from Final Fantasy. Was it Hien from Final Fantasy 14? Yeah, it's like hello Hien from Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, I know. Arpapod, thank you so much for being a membership, Liquidy. Thanks for the downstream. Be careful getting down from the sea. I'll do my best. And if I fall down and I break my back, I will tweet about it. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. Let me go into outro first. And then we'll see if there's anyone who was currently streaming. But I think if Axel rated me, then I might be the last one. I think some of the boys have their waiting rooms. So, everyone, thank you all for stopping by. See you all tomorrow. Oyasumi. I totally forgot what we're doing tomorrow. I don't remember. I think it's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday tomorrow. So, oh, that's right. We're doing more in Sound Mind. Ooh, cannot wait to get that. That's a lot of fun. I enjoyed the first chapter of it, so I hope the next chapters are good. Let's see. I don't see it. Oh no, wait, boys, where are your waiting rooms? You know what? It looks like the boys are going to do a World of Warcraft Wednesdays. We sent a raid over to Flayon's channel last time, so we'll send you over to Bettel's channel. Oh, it looks like they're about to get started soon. So, if you have a wonderful time over at Bettel's channel with the boys, enjoy WoW Wednesdays. Oyasumi, everybody. Oyasumi.